Chat. Chat. Greetings. My faces. I'm being flashed by my non-dark mode page right now. That's an emote. He just like me for real. Alright, chat. Alright, chat. Is there a way that I can, like... Give me a second, chat. Because this is... You guys can see I'm being flashed by Google Chrome right now. What if we, If we try something different. It's still so white. It's still so white, chat. I am being flashbanged. Hello, what's up, Albero? What's up, Green Detonator? Rijal, what's up, Holmes? Please keep it English. Nothing personal. It's just for the betterment of chat, for the ease of chat, I should say. We do have an English preferred rule. What's up, Mohammed? What's up, other Mohammed? Right underneath. Nah, you're chilling, man. I'm just trying to see if I can find... I know it's like so super silly, but I'm just trying to see if I can find a way to make this less bright, dude. It's just this page. It's not even my browser. It's just tier list page. All right, well, I think this is one of those things we're just gonna have to live with it. Put the background down. Use dark mode. I have dark mode on. The problem is that it's the website. It's just one sec. Oh, this is so annoying. Yeah, dark mode's literally on, bro. Doesn't matter. It's an extension that turns websites dark. I swear I have it on. I tried it in Opera and Chrome, and it's still being a silly goose. Let's see, extensions. Can someone actually tell me when CS2 will be out? Nope. If I could do that, sir, I would be a prophet and a messiah. I don't even know if fucking Valve can tell you when CS2 is going to be out. No cap. I don't even know if Valve can do that. All right, one second, chat. One second, chat. You want to take a quick visit to the Chrome web store with me, chat, while we snag dark mode extensions, manage dark mode. It doesn't work. It's just not working. How do you... Chat. I'm gonna cry. I just want fucking dark mode, bro. Like, what is this? Chat, I'm gonna cry. Do I play TF2? I have played TF2, but not seriously. Whatever, chat, it's fine. My lights are bright as hell. It's my fucking monitor, chat. It's not even my lights. Here, what I can do is I can turn my background down just a hair, just so that it actually is a little less, yeah, just so it's a little more tame. You can see my purple lights aren't as fancy and on. What does Dimitri main in R6? I am a long time smoke and hard breach main. Maverick, Thermite, Hibana, sometimes Ace. Sometimes. I don't really like Ace. Ace is my least favorite hard breacher. Hi, Dimitri. What's up, Mateo? manually turn down your monitor brightness. I mean, I guess that's actually not a terrible idea. I just don't know what the fucking, like, you know, if I change it, it's gonna, like, I have to change it back. You know what I mean? Oh! I just turned on nightlight. Bro, I'm on Mirage. I'm literally on Mirage, dude. I just fucking... Holy shit. Any tips to make CSGO run faster? Turn down your settings. That's the only thing that I know of, honestly. Chrome experimental flags. All right, let's see. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. This is getting pretty annoying. I wish that Opera had like a built-in thing. You know what I mean? Like to just let me make the background. Alright, let me copy this link. Close this, and then see if I reopen Chrome maybe? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. This, maybe this? Yes! Holy shit, we did it, chat. Holy shit, it worked. All I had to do was refresh. Who would have thought? Holy shit, we're in business, chat. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. Let's go. Let's go, chat. It's gonna be a little weird. I think I'll change the background color for this thing. But yeah. Alright. We're in business. Oh my god, it's like being flashbanged. No longer, chat. We are flashed no longer. No longer am I in the Face-It simulator. So are we tier listing every skin or just guns themselves? Guns themselves. Guns themselves. We've done some skin tier lists in the past. Today we are doing guns. Do I have CS2? I do not. Warden glasses on? That's what these are for, bro. Do the tier list, please. I have to change this background color. Give me a second. Oh, I guess it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. It's just a little harder to see, but that's fine. I am God's strongest R8 soldier and will be defending it with all my strength today. You might be surprised when I put the R8, actually. I will say, the tier list, I'm doing a CSGO tier list. This is a CSGO tier list. I'm not taking CS2 into account because that wouldn't be fair. But I will just say, I think that when CS2 comes out, I think that the R8 will actually change. I think we are going to see more people use the R8 when CS2 comes out because you can have both it and the Deagle equipped. How much is your PC? My PC. This is a PC that that Acer Predator Gaming sent us because they're awesome, and I think it's like 2K maybe. It has a 1080 or a 1080. It has a 3080, like i7. Like 16 or 32 gigs of RAM. I don't even know. It's a lot. It's a beast. It's good. Are we doing history or just performance? We are doing, so for this tier list, chat, we are ranking the guns in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And what we are doing is we are ranking them as they are right now. So right now, the best guns. We can talk about the guns historically, but we are talking about how good they are right now. I'm not gonna, like, if I rank the CZ, I'm not gonna talk about the CZ fucking 5 years ago when it was the best fucking gun in the game, right? I'm talking right now. These are the 2023 tier list, all right? That's it. That's it. So chat, first things first, because I am, at the end of the day, a content creator, chat. I'm going to very quickly do a quick little util demonstration for social because y'all are asking for it. And if you specifically are not asking for it, you're still going to enjoy it, I promise you, because a lot of people have been asking me for this since we started doing them on stream, and I promise we're going to get to the tier list very shortly, but I want to do this really quickly because so many people asked for it. We've been doing these social clips of like quick educational utility stuff, and they've been doing really well. People really like them. So today we're gonna do one that I've been wanting to do for a while. It'll take 5 to 10 minutes, chat, I swear. What does the sun exploding in 9 billion years mean for my CSGO skins? I'd say hold. I'd say hold. Yeah. Alright. Bots. Ancient. I need Opera open to get my browser stuff. Live, of course. This is live, sir. Yeah, it's live. Hello. 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 Mics. Mixa. Mics. Give me a second. I gotta get my config. We love social. There's Sam Gore. Famed social editor and social lover, aficionado, wind shitter expert, Sam Gore. Give a Romanian player a Negev and round is over. I mean, I'm technically a Romanian player, and I don't know if it would be over if I had one. Okay, so what we're gonna do today, chat, very quickly, before we get into things, is, did I see the knife that Doc pulled? Bro, I absolutely saw it, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I was kind of tilted. I was a little bit tilted. Why is it always the fucking ultra-rich, like, already very successful, very well-off fucking streamers who pull that shit? Like, when Montana Black pulled the Sapphire, it was like, alright, you know, like, Montana Black is a real CSGO streamer. Like, he you know, he's a case degenerate. Like, he deserves it. Like, I respect that. That man opens cases like they're going out of style. But, like, isn't it like 10K? It's closer to 15K USD. He pulled, for those who don't know, chat, Dr. Disrespect pulled a Sapphire Doppler M9 from a case a couple of days ago, or like a week ago, which is about a $15,000 knife. 15,000 American. The only better knife, other than blue gems, let's not include blue gems, the only better knife, it would be like an emerald butterfly or a sapphire butterfly. They're the only knives that are more expensive. I don't even know if the emerald is still more expensive. I think it is. I think that the emerald and the sapphire butterfly are on par in price, right, chat? You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure. It's a dream pull. Let's just put it that way. When you open a CSGO case, top 3 things that you want to pull, Sapphire Doppler M9 is one of them. 100%. That's decent car or M9 Sapphire. Yeah, exactly, right? 15,000 US dollars for a Nifa, for a Knifa. All right. So, chat. Oh, are you Romanian? Because I'm Romanian. I am half Romanian. My dad is Romanian. My father is Romanian. And that's why my name is Romanian. Okay, so first things first, chat, before we get into it. I wanted to do this today because a lot of people were asking for some new util stuff. So today what we're going to be doing is Ancient. I play Ancient in Faceit. I play Ancient in MM. I play Ancient in Pugs. No matter where I play Ancient, people don't know how to play mid on T side. They just don't know what to do. They run out elbow, and then they get mollied, and then they get flashed, and then they get naded, and then they die, and then, yeah. So let's do some quick how to get out mid on Ancient. So for the love of all goodness, please stop just like running up here and then just running out mid like this and then dying to the Opper Red House. Here's some stuff you can throw that's going to help you take mid on Ancient, okay? So first things first, the house smoke. If you know an instant smoke, throw the instant smoke. But for those who don't know instant smokes, you can walk up right here and line up on this. This little notch right here, throw that, okay? That's your house smoke. Then you're going to throw a flash on this tree right here, and you're going to throw this flash right at the 148, 147 mark, okay? Because the CTs are going to run out here, and they're going to get to right about here, at about 147, 148. Sort of like if you throw the window flash on Inferno, right? You want to catch that crucial timing. So the first, you throw the house smoke, first flash at about 148, 147 here. That's going to flash them running out. And then you throw this one here. That's going to flash. The first flash is gonna flash the CTs who are running out of house smoke to house to contest. The second is gonna flash anyone who stands like this and tries to hold. So let's say that the CTs actually make it down to here, or they play anti, they come here, and then they hold, they swing. The second flash is going to nick them. Okay? These flashes, chat, these flashes are so important. They are so important. House smoke is big, but I feel like everyone knows the house smoke. These flashes are genuinely so game-winning, bro. I promise, okay? House is smoked. The guy makes it out here. He gets flashed by this one. And he gets flashed by the first flash that comes here. Okay? Yes? Yes? Okay. I love that you guys are all registering this and you're all going to throw this utility in your pugs. It's my favorite. Everyone's ready to play Ancient. We're all going to play this awesome map and we're all going to know exactly how to throw everything. A molly that you can do is right here, and then you tick on the bottom of this thing, and then you basically run forward jump, and it mollies cubby over here. Okay? So that's a full util set, chat. I'm going to run through it one more time. Uber quickly. Okay? Uber quickly, full util set that's going to help you take mid control on Ancient and win all your Ancient pugs. Yes. Okay. First, house smoke here on this notch. Jump throw. First flash. Wait for the 148 mark, I would say. Throw it. And then you come up to here. You throw the second one while your teammates run out. And then what's going to happen is the CTs who are running out of house are going to get destroyed by this flash, and then when they make it to donut, and they peek, they're gonna get hit by this flash. Okay, these two flashes are going to help you take mid control on Ancient every single time. I promise you. Okay, and then you have one molly left. Let's say your teammates run out middle, they get picks. Let's say they're pinned down. Let's say the guy who gets flashed, instead of running towards donuts and taking and hiding here, let's say he goes to mid cubby and chills like this. What you want is this molly right here. You're going to line up on this weird little diamond thing, whatever, and you're going to run, jump, throw, and that molly's cubby. That's a full util set, okay? That helps your team take mid control on Ancient. Ancient's a good map. You should play it. It's very good. And I promise, if you throw these nades, you're going to win all your FACEIT games. Okay? Cool. We're all ready to play Ancient now. Look at that. We're all going to not dodge it whenever it doesn't get fucking vetoed. We're all going to stop dodging games that have anything that's not Mirage. Right, chat? Right, chat? Right? Right? We're going to play other maps? Yes? We're playing other maps that are not Mirage. I'm looking for some sort of written confirmation from literally just one of you in chat. We are playing a map that is not Mirage or Inferno. No. Okay. Off to a great start. Thank you. As one of the 3 people who still play Ancient, thanks. This was useful. You're so welcome, Getting Gog. No. F Mirage. Yes, he. Sir, yes, sir. That's what I like to hear, Miguel. What if I can only play Mirage because I'm Skarner? Dead ass, bro. Skarner would play Mirage. Anubis is very fun. Anubis is awesome. I'm going to show you guys more util on Anubis later. Not today, but I'm going to show you next time. That's the Ancient util. That's what you need to know. Okay? Cool. Done. Easy. Look at that, chat. Knocked it out. No problem. I told you it was going to be fast. I have been taking notes in crayon. I'm still running it down mid. So, awful. Just to be clear, that util is designed for the guys with the best spawns to run it out mid. Like, that's what you do. It's just you as the player. You're gonna throw the util, and you're gonna help them run out mid and not instantly die. Because people are gonna run out mid on Ancient. That's what's gonna happen. This is util that you can throw to make sure that your teammates kill the other shitters, and the other shitters don't kill your teammates. Favorite CSGO caster? I always feel so weird picking one because I just genuinely think that we're so spoiled in Counter-Strike. I just think we have the best. I just think we have the best casters. Like, it's not even biased. Like, I'm hardly biased towards CSGO in this way. I've been watching other esports just as long, if not longer, than Counter-Strike, and I still think the Counter-Strike is the best casters. If I had to pick one, I think it's Machine. Machine has a way with words that I feel a lot of people take for granted. That he actually has like a real panache, like actual poetry. Like, I'm serious, chat. Like listen next time he's really like dressing up a moment. Like, really listen to what he says. He has a really excellent command of language, and he has some beautiful. He honestly like weaves like symbolism sometimes into his casting. It's gorgeous. You can tell that he really puts a lot of effort into it, and it's a talent that is actually like, I think it's underrated, honestly. I think he as a caster is actually very underrated. Have you heard about Dota 2 casters, fighting games? The amount of thuggery and mimetic content is insane. Yeah, like, I'm a long time Dota 2 lover. I love Dota 2 casters, but I still don't think that they are. Askrani and the Launders are a great duo. They are a great duo. Henry G is great, yeah. What do you think of paying to unlock ranks in CSGO? Is that what you have to do? Like Prime, you mean? It's a free game at the end of the day. I mean, I don't really think it's that... I still like Ancient more than Anubis. Maybe I'm just so bad at Anubis. My two favorite maps in the game right now are Ancient and Anubis, and I think I like Anubis slightly more. But I still really like Ancient. Thuggery's a lost art. I miss money matching for crumpled $1 bills, bro. I mean, as someone who's never played fighting games but has watched them for 15 years, I am in awe of all anything and all things revolving around the FGC, and especially commentating is elite. Like, it's utterly elite. All right, we're almost time, chat, for our tier list. We're gonna get into it. Okay. League casters are good too, though I mostly just enjoy when they're being hyped. I think that the criticism that is commonly laid against league casters, and I actually think it's fair for what it's worth. I think it's fair. Is they sometimes overhype things that are not that hype. Like, you know what I mean? Like, things that are like, all right, like he hit a good Varus Q, or like he hit a great ult, like, but like, all right, like, you know, it's like, like, it's like a little bit much. Then again, I do think that, like, Captain Flowers, I think, is goated, bro. I think Flowers is a phenomenal caster. I think he's really good, and I enjoy listening to his casts a lot. And I think he pairs really nicely. I thought he paired really nicely with Cadril for the Worlds Finals. Yeah, Flowers is goated. Flowers is a phenomenal caster. I would love to see him cast like other esports that I enjoy. I'd love to see him cast like Dota or CS. Yeah. Exactly. Imagine screaming every time Nico gets a one tap. Yeah, having a reaction that's like a whoop, or having a like oh, right, like every time that's fine. That's great. We do that in CS all the time. But like, does sometimes feel where it's just like, they're fighting Baron and he ults and there's two, and it's like, guys, the game's like 11-3. Like it's like they want a team fight. Like, all right, like let's reel it in a little bit. Like, you know, it's okay that not everything has to be like crazy fucking. Not every game is gonna be entertaining. It's sometimes it's okay to just chill. Hey, Dimitri, how would you rank the current map pool based on their difficulty? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. That's a good question, bro. Damn. Maybe we should do it. Maybe that should be its own tier list. Is extent like on the one hand, I'm inclined to answer your question, but on the other hand, I'm inclined to say, what if we actually like put that aside and like did that as a thing? Like ranking the maps in Counter-Strike from like easiest to hardest, you know? Kind of curious about how often do you play CSGO regularly. I'm kind of curious if you stream your own games and stuff. I play games very regularly. I have a Twitch channel. I never use it. I just never use it. So whenever I stream CS, I always stream basically for work on YouTube. I stream Face It. Actually, a cool question. I've always wondered why a victory on Nuke is counted equally as a victory on Dust 2. I mean, they have to be rated equally, right? Like, even though one is sort of objectively harder or like means more, I guess you could say, yeah. Yeah, difficulty in what sense? It would be biased as to what side you're on. Well, no, because you play both sides, Alex, right? Like, you'd be talking about what is like the hardest map holistically to play as a team, right? I think that like Nuke is just a much more difficult map to play as a team than, you know, like Vertigo, right? Never mind Mirage. Like it's Nuke is like a Nuke is a very difficult map if you're not a very coordinated team. Well, you say that Nuke is CT-sided, Dustman, but you have to remember, if you are a very well-coordinated 5-stack, Nuke can actually be T-sided. It honestly can. Because there's an old saying, I think I said this last week, but there's an old saying in competitive CS that if you are the better team, like you just know you're the better team. A good example of this is like, you know, you're G2 and you have to play like the open qualifiers to the major because you fucked up in the RMR and you're like, all right, like, whatever, right? We're here now. And you're playing against like some, you know, unsigned like pug stack. Like, you know what I mean? And you're fucking G2 esports. You're not going to take the puggers to Mirage, right? You're going to take them to Nuke. Because on Nuke, you will just dismantle them. You'll just take them apart, right? Even on T-side, you'll just destroy them. Whereas on Mirage, like, or Vertigo, like, it's a lot easier to get sort of out-aimed, out-pugged, right? Like, it's just, yeah, out-swung, like... Anyway. I'm here for the skins tier list. We've done some skins tier lists in the past. We're going to do more in the future, for sure. You like your formats? Thanks, bro. My favorite class in TF2? Ooh, probably... Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. Maybe the Spy? Probably the Spy? I'm not good at TF2 though. Like, just to be clear, I'm good at a fair number of video games. I am not good at TF2. I am a total noob at TF2. I just play for fun because I think it's a really cool game, but I'm not good at it. Like, I'm really not good at it. I just play for, yeah. In Gold Nova to Gold Nova 3, if 2 people in a random M game know outside smokes, it's game over. I've bodies. Exactly, bro. If you know how to play Nuke T-side, like, well, it is, yeah, it's very easy to pick teams apart. I don't hate Vertigo, Dustin. I love Vertigo. It's one of my favorite maps. I think it's been eked out of the top 3 now, because I think for me it is Anubis, Ancient, Nuke, and then for 4, I'd probably say Vertigo. Vertigo is my 4th favorite map. All right. We're starting off, chat. All right, we're doing it. So this is what I've changed it to, because this is a lot easier to not get fucking flashbanged on, right? So we are going to be doing a full CSGO gun tier list. We are going to be ranking every gun from the best to worst via tiering. And again, just to reiterate, we are not going to be doing, like, historically the best guns in Counter-Strike. We are doing the best guns in Counter-Strike right now, just in their current forms. The end of CSGO, these are the best guns in the game. Okay, so we're going to go in order. You guys ready? You guys ready? We're doing this? You psyched? You psyched? All right. First gun, the AUG. Okay, so the AUG... Okay, here's what I'll say. The AUG, I think, is a very low to mid B tier. It's a B tier. The AUG is situationally very good. Sorry, my sensitivity. I changed my mouse for hold on. Actually, I guess I can leave it at this. My mouse is gonna be my aim's gonna be a little weird today, chat, because it's this is not my usual sensitivity. This is my MOBA sensitivity. Yeah, I don't like this. Never mind. I don't know why I did this to myself. Let me just aim. Okay, AUG. So the AUG is situationally good because the aim down sight is actually quite strong. But the other reason the AUG is genuinely very good is, for those who don't know, it is a one-shot headshot through armor from close range. So if you're playing first oranges on Inferno and you swing out very close range, unlike the M4, you can actually one-shot. So basically this gun is an AK from very, very, very close range. That means that situationally, it is actually good. It's good for very long range fights where you have to actually, like, you want the scope. I personally don't like the scope. I don't really buy this gun ever for the scope. The only time that I use this is if I'm playing, again, first oranges on Inferno and I have a shitload of money, like we're up 5 or 6 rounds, and I have some money to burn, and I'll buy an AUG instead of an M4. Because I also use the A1S, and so having this close range option with a slightly higher fire rates and good close range lethality is really strong. Yeah, it's a very situational gun, I would say, but you do see pro players buy it all the time. It's actually good, no question. You can win fights against AKs with it from long range. I would say B tier. I'm going to say it's like mid B tier. I don't think it's going to be high B tier, but I think it's a mid B tier gun. I think the AUG is a balanced weapon that is good, and I think that, and we'll get to this, but I think that unlike the Krieg, it actually serves a much more pronounced purpose on CT side than the Krieg does, which, again, we'll get to the Krieg when we get there. I should define the tiers to clarify. I think it's a good point, Glenn. So here's what I'll say, right? S means viable all the time. All the time. It's just always viable. Like, this is the closest thing you're going to get to a gun that is just literally always good, barely ever bad. A is good almost all of the time, but there are situationally circumstances where it's not the best. You'd rather have something else. B, I would say, is just self-explanatory. It's mid. It's balanced. It's good some of the time. It's good 50% of the time. It's not good 50% of the time. That's mid. C is situationally good. Let's say it's good like 30% of the time, but outside of that, it's not good. D, borderline unusable. Borderline. Maybe there's like one circumstance where it's like, it's okay, but you'd probably still take something else. But yeah, D is like the closest thing. That's the closest thing I can do to defining all the tiers, basically. From good all of the time, good most of the time, good 50% of the time, good like a quarter of the time, and then almost never good. It's like basically you'd always take something else. Yeah. That's the loose definition of the tiers, right? If you say something is S tier in normal conversation, that's usually what you mean. You mean it's basically always good. It's good in like as many of the circumstances as possible, right? So yeah. All right, AUG, B tier. The C fucking Z. All right. So, CZ. CZ, I fucking hate this gun. I hate it, and I think people who use it are actually fucking trolling. I really don't like this gun at all. It used to be very good. I'm sure some of you have been playing Counter-Strike for some time, or been playing at least CSGO for some time, will remember when this gun was actually insane, and was basically the best gun in CS. Right now, what this gun is designed for, you see how it has 12 bullets and 12 bullets in reserve? This gun is basically a slightly more expensive Zeus. That's how you have to think about it, okay? The CZ is designed to basically just rush connector, right? Like rush connector, jump down connector, kill a guy, pick up his gun, and then kill his team with his gun. That's what the CZ is designed for. It's a one and done. It's a one and done. I got 24 bullets, I gotta spray a dude down, pick up his rifle, and then shoot this guy. That's the CZ. That's what it's for. There are some people who are fucking gods with the CZ, and I'll never understand it, and there's not many of them. I think a lot of people who think that they're gods with the CZ are not actually gods with the CZ. Electronic is fucking goated on the CZ. That dude's CZ, I swear to God, chat, it has different fucking code than mine. It does things that I've never seen anyone else have a CZ do. It's actually somehow good. Yeah, this gun is objectively worse than the Tech 9 and the 5.7. It serves a very, very specific purpose, which is just, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna rush something like you would with a Zeus, and I'm just gonna shoot it. I'm just gonna spray one person down and steal his gun. That's it. That's what it is. It is a way to steal somebody's gun. That is what the CZ is. In my opinion, it's C tier. I don't know if that's a hot take. I think it is situationally good. But I think that if you take this gun over the 5.7 or the fucking Tech 9, you are trolling. And I think that at the pro level, we do see that bear out. There are people who use it. There are players at pro level who use it. But the percentage now of 5.7 / Tech 9 to CZ is just overwhelmingly in favor of the other two. Like, you're just trolling if you use these. It's worse than the other two options in basically every way, right? It is. Like, and now, don't get me wrong, there's some people who are very good with it. I concede. Like, and they love this gun. That's fine. I think C tier, under the definition, this is exactly what Watson just said. It specifically has limited uses under 30% usage. It is good 30% of the time. It is good. But the 5.7 and the Tech 9 are good like 80% of the time. So I think that you're sort of just trolling. Yeah. I don't think it's D tier because I think that there are guns on this list that are just way fucking worse. Way fucking worse. You can actually get kills with a CZ. You can. And it's only $500. And that's one of the things that keeps it on here. If they lowered the price to like $450, I actually think we'd see a little more usage. But anyway, it's not a very good gun. I think people who use this gun, let's put it this way, chat. If I ask for a fucking Tech 9 or I ask for a 5.7 and some motherfucker drops me a CZ, I am reporting him. Like, I am going to be so fucking mad. That is such a troll. All right. Here we go. Deagle. The Deagle. The Deagle is not situational. The Deagle is a very, 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 very good gun. It's one of the best guns in Counter-Strike. What's up, Michael? Thanks for hopping in, bro. The Deagle, in my opinion, this version of the Deagle, the old version of the Deagle, the one that they nerfed, how long ago was it, chat? A year and a half ago? 2 years ago? They nerfed the body shot damage. That Deagle was S tier. 100% that Deagle was S tier. This current version of the Deagle is A tier. 100% it's A tier. Why? This gun is good 80% of the time. It is obviously a fucking god tier weapon at long range. It is a gun that can single-handedly win rounds if you are cracked enough to use it. The only problem with the Deagle is that at close range, the body shots, or I shouldn't say close range, but like mid-range, the body shots can get you killed. It is not as spammable as it used to be, and if you don't hit your bangers, it can absolutely fuck you over. And there are circumstances, and this is why I'm saying it is not good all the time. There are actually real circumstances, plenty of circumstances, where the 5.7 is better. Where you bought a Deagle, but you should have bought a 5.7. It's also $500 cheaper. I understand that people are going to be upset because I understand that people are going to say, like, well, if you just hit all the headshots, it's S tier. The thing is, man, is like, there are circumstances where you're playing. A great example, I always use this example, is First Oranges on Inferno. If you're playing First Oranges on Inferno and you buy a Deagle instead of a 5.7, you're fucking trolling. You should just buy a 5.7. You can buy a 5.7 and a Flash for the same price that you'd buy a Deagle, and you can get 2 kills. Sometimes 3 if you are absolutely goated. You can get 3 fucking kills against full buys with a 5.7 because it's a one-shot headshot. Remember, chat. Okay, I'm not going to do the 5.7 entry right now. As soon as I start talking about the Deagle, I start talking about the 5.7. The Deagle is an A tier gun. I would say it's good about 75% of the time. 75% of the time, the Deagle is very, very good. Since they nerfed it, it does have its drawbacks. It is a high A. I agree, Green. It is a high A. Maybe 80%, Green. Maybe 80% of the time. But there's like 15 to 20% of the time, it is not the buy. You should not buy it. You should buy something else. There's a reason why there are rounds where you buy a Tech 9 instead of a Deagle, right? There are reasons why you buy a 5.7 instead of a Deagle in certain positions, right? Yeah. It's a very, very, very good gun, and it is a high A tier. But after the nerf, I can't justify putting it in S tier again. Dualies. Oh, God, man. Fuck. All right, so I feel like there's some people out there who are still confused as to why the Deagle or why the dualies are good, and I feel like you're not alone, my brother. The dualies are a gun that for a long time people thought was dog shit, and they didn't understand why they were good and why people were buying them. The dualies are good for one reason, right? So why, you may ask me, why buy dualies instead of a P250? That's the question, right? Why not spend the $300 on a P250 instead of dualies? The P250 is better at range, right? Speaking of Zywoo, it's better at range. So if you are on T side and you're going dust too long, right? You want a P2, you don't want dualies. It's not stupidly accurate at range, as you can see, but it is more accurate than the dualies. The thing that makes the dualies really good is if you are playing close and you're playing against multiple targets, right? So the thing that you can do with the dualies that you can't do with the P250 is just this. You can literally just spam really close, and you actually have to pull down with these guns. I always forget. Yeah. The times you'll see dualies used really effectively are on CT side. When people play close, anti-rush gun, says Snowakazi. Exactly. So, like, you're playing half wall on Inferno, and you're just spamming, and you're just mowing people down, and, like, you think of it sort of like a fucking it's like an anti-eco pistol, kind of. It's super weird, right? They are objectively good. There is a reason, as VOV says, there is a reason why pros use dualies on pistol round. On CT side, if you're playing close and you're anticipating a rush, they are pretty fucking god tier. They are pretty insane. They are really good. Only left pistol shoots because it's unlimited ammo. Yeah. They are situational. The thing is that I think high C tier. Is it? I don't even know if they're B tier, man. I don't know. I don't think that they're B tier. I think like they're so bad. I fucking hate. Look, I'm a little bit biased, chat. I fucking hate the dualies. I think that they are just dog shit. You think B tier? Low B tier. I can fucking live with low B tier. I can live with it because I do think that their usage has gone up by a lot. And I do think it depends on what rank you're playing against. No, that's not true at all. Z1. They're used at the pro level all the time. I don't think that's at all true. It depends on what position you're playing. That's what it is. Right? If you're deciding whether to buy your entry fragger a P2 or if you're deciding whether to buy them dualies, it depends on which side are you on. Are you T or CT? And which position are you playing? Because if you need long range, you don't buy your entry fragger dualies. You buy them at P250. But if you're playing close, you're anticipating a sight rush, right? Then you run with dualies. I think they are also only good for pistol rounds. That is a good point. Oh man, I think they might be high C tier. I think they're high C tier, bro. I forgot about that point. That's true. The P250 is actually a great eco option. The dualies are a dog shit eco option. They are so fucking bad. So fucking bad. I think that they're high C tier. They are dog shit in eco. And they are only good on certain pistol rounds for certain positions. I think they're high C tier. High C tier. Is what I think. Yeah, the problem with dually, says Oscar, is you need to be in a good close range position. I agree. It's a lot of it is positioning. It's just a lot of it is which side are you on, what map are you on, and what is your positioning. If you're playing squeaky on nuke and you're anticipating an upper hit, you're going to get 3. 100% you're going to get 3. But if you're pushing outside on T side, you sure as shit would never buy dualies. Are they better than the CZ? I think so. I actually think the CZ is so fucking bad that I think that you're trolling so hard if you buy this gun that I actually think that the dualies are better. Because they serve their purpose better than the CZ serves its purpose. Yeah, CZ's trash. It's not good. Famas. Okay. So, let's kindle it, chat. Let's kindle the very famous, long-standing CSGO debate, which is the Famas versus the Galil. Now, there are people out there who will tell you that I just realized I have head armor turned off. I was like, why is this gun so good right now? Yeah. There's a lot of people out there who will tell you that the Galil is better than the Famas. There's people who will tell you that the Famas is better than the Galil. It really comes down to personal preference, I think, in the case of this gun. I personally like the Famas a little bit more than I like the Galil. But here's the thing about the Galil versus the Famas. Gun to gun, I prefer the Famas over the Galil. I like the spray pattern better. I actually do like the burst option. I know it's like a troll to a lot of people, but I think that the way that the burst works, I would need like War Owl or 3 clicks to correct me on this. But I think the way it works, chat, is that if you go 1, 2, 3 in full auto, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Maybe it's the same. I heard somewhere, and I never confirmed it, that what happens with the Famas burst is that if you burst it, all 3 bullets have first shot accuracy. But if you turn it full auto, it resumes to regular spray. So 1, 2, 3. Hold on. That's without pulling. Maybe I'm just crazy. I like this gun. I've always liked it. My only issue with the Famas is that the MP9 exists. Which we'll get to. The Fami is a great gun. I do think it needs to be a little bit cheaper. I think the price point hurts. And I think the fact that you have better economy options on CT side make this gun really, really, really hurt. It's in a bad spot right now. The thing about the Famas is that it's not that it's a bad gun. It's not a bad gun. It is not. The problem with the Famas is that it needs a buff. It's in a shitty spot. It's too expensive for what it is. And it's like, why would you ever pay $700 more for a fucking Famas when you could just pay $1250 for an MP9? Like in what universe would you ever want a Famas over an MP9? But that said, I actually like the gun. I do like the Famas. I've always liked it. I just think they need to buff it. They either need to lower the price or they need to raise the price of the MP9 because it's right now there's just no fucking contest between the two of them. This is a really tough one to rank. This is a really tough one to rank. I do think that it is high C tier. Right now I'm gonna put it in high C tier. Maybe low B. Maybe. It is a good gun. I will say that. It is a good gun. It's a good gun. It hits hard. It has a good spray pattern. It has 25 bullets in the mag. It's really good anti-eco weapon. It is a good gun. And also you can do the thing that you can't do with the MP9, which is that at range you can actually get like a nice 2-tap 1-1. God, it's just killing me how inaccurate these two are. Yeah, all right. That's I see. let's put it back to I see. This is fucking yeah. Okay. I thought it was gonna be more accurate than it was, and then I remembered for a second this thing is not the MP9. I'm just thinking about the MP9. Yeah, it's a high C tier gun. It needs a buff. Right now it's just not in a good place. That's really all it is. But again, I want to reiterate, I am not a Famas hater. I love the Famas. It needs a buff. The 5.7. Okay, the 5.7. All right. The 5.7, actually, truly, the 5.7 is genuinely one of the best guns in Counter-Strike. This gun is fucking lunacy. It is crazy how fucking good it is. 20 bullets in the mag, 100 bullets in the fucking reserve. Not that you'll ever live to use them, but 100 fucking bullets in the reserve. 20 in the mag. And here's the way that it works, chat. So the way that the 5.7 works is that it is very, very spammable. Look at that grouping. Look at the grouping. Look how accurate that is. Now, take the Tech 9. You can actually tell there's a difference. You can actually see there's a difference. This gun, the Tech 9, is not as spammable as the 5.7. What it has is good running accuracy. That's what the Tech 9 gets, is good running accuracy. The trade-off is that it's not spammable. At range, it's really not spammable. It goes all over the place, like you can see. The 5.7, on the other hand, you see how much closer that grouping is? You see the difference? That's Tech 9, that's 5.7. That's the trade-off. 5.7, to show this, 5.7, way worse running accuracy. I counter-strafed on that one. Yeah, every once in a while you'll get lucky, but you can see. You can see it's not as good. I personally think the 5.7 is better. I think the 5.7's spammability makes it look at that grouping, chat. Look at this. 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 Chat, it's a Guardian from Counter-Strike. Or from Valorant. It is the Guardian from Valorant. This gun is insane. It's so fucking good. The number of triple kills that I have gotten with this gun against full armor AKs is lunacy. It's crazy. And it's $500. It's $500 fucking dollars. It's so crazy how good it is. There is almost no circumstance in which this gun is not viable. I think it has to be the lowest of the S. This gun is crazy. It's insane. It is insane how fucking good it is. And to think that people slept on this gun for so long, man. For so many years, pro players bought fucking CZs, and it was just crazy. It's a low S tier. The lowest of the S tier is the 5.7. It is better than the Deagle. That is not a hot take. It is since the nerf, it is objectively better than the Deagle. There are players out there. Who obviously are Deagle gods and who can make the Deagle look like it's as good as the 5.7. Nico is a great example, right? Like, you have players whose play style really lends itself to the Deagle, and that's fine. It's high A tier, but the 5.7 is just crazy. Like, this gun is, you can be fucking anyone. 5.7 body armor, 2 flash, pretty much a full buy. Says awful. I have said this for years, chat. Put me on Inferno. Put me on first oranges on Inferno, right? I will take a 5.7 and 2 flashes, which is $900, over an M4. I would literally rather have the 5.7 because you can throw two pop flashes off oranges, and you can just swing and literally get 2, like you just said, Lasagna. You're good. You're always good for 2. This gun, I honestly think this gun needs to be nerfed. I think it's too much. It's too crazy. They either need to raise the price to like 600, 650 to make it just a hair below the Deagle, or they have to. The problem with this gun, chat, is the one-shot headshot through armor. This is the problem. That's the problem, right? All you have to do is hit 1. And so if they're running in and you're spamming like this, all you have to do is hit 1. And that's what makes it so ridiculous. Yeah, this gun is S tier, and you're trolling if you think otherwise. It is crazy how fucking good this gun is. All right. Auto sniper time. So obviously I'm just going to rate these two together. Like I'm just going to do this because they're the same gun, right? I'm not crazy. They're the same gun. Right, chat? T-Sniper has less recoil. Okay. You're actually teaching me. I don't know. These are the only guns in CS chat that I just have no idea. I don't know. I don't care. I have no idea. T-Sniper has less recoil. Interesting. And this is the T-Sniper? Like, Scar is CT, right? This is the T-Sniper. I honestly think D tier. Yeah, I honestly think D tier. I actually don't think, or sorry, D tier. I actually think that they are low C. I honestly think you can make a case for low C, but only for the CT. If you buy the T side one, the T side one 100% is D tier. 100%. I'm saying on CT, you could make a case for C tier, and I think you could actually make a case that it's better than the CZ. The T side auto sniper is like, no, absolutely not. But on CT side, if you buy an auto sniper on CT side, you're not actually trolling. You know that famous clip from, I think it's Get Right on Inferno? Right? It actually is. The collateral is also very strong. Like, there's circumstances where people are running out ramp and one bullet will do damage, right? Yeah, it's crazy. There's a lot of circumstances where pro players have actually cleaned up entire official rounds with the auto sniper. It's very good. The hipfire is decent. Yes, you can actually like hit things pretty crazy with it. Woo. This gun, I think, is the CT one. I think is a low. Well, not low, but a low C tier. T side auto sniper, you're just trolling. You're just fucking trolling. It's don't ever buy this on T side, because as someone in chat already mentioned, if you drop it, you give it to the CTs. Also, like if you buy it on T side and then you die and then you give it to the CTs, that is, you've just thrown the game for your team. That's really bad. Yeah. I think that honestly, this gun you could make a case as a low C tier. There are situationally actually circumstances where it's not bad. But just to be clear, it would be cool if they nerfed the body shots to 3 but made it cheaper. That's actually an interesting point, Glenn. Yeah. The thing about this gun is that it is actually not bad. Like, it isn't bad. It's just so expensive. That's the problem, right? It's very, very expensive, and if you ever have to retake a bomb site with it, you're just so... Like, what are you going to do? You're going to entry with this thing? Like, it's so hard to, like, right? Like, it's just impossible. It doesn't have anything it does really well. No, awful. It has one thing it does really well, which is, if it's late in the round, the T's have expended a fair bit of their utility, and you have an auto sniper on fucking ticket, you will get 4. You can actually just get 4. It is, you just spam, you boom, either through smoke, or if they don't have a smoke and you can actually see them, then they're just fucking dead. I think it was Nothing who told the story once of Shroud through a non-God smoke on Mirage against, I think it was the old TSM with Kerrigan. Kerrigan was on ticket with an auto sniper. They threw a smoke, and there was a one-way in the smoke, and Kerrigan got 5. He literally killed all 5 of them with the auto sniper because they were just running out ramp and palace, and he just thumb. Like, it's literally fucking a shooting gallery if the circumstances are right. You can get more kills with it than you would with an op, because obviously the op has every bolt action reload, right? So anyway, I think this is fair. I think this is completely fair. The Galil. B tier above Og. B tier above Og. So, no, Galil's not S tier, my dude. Not S tier. So why is the Galil, or what's the deal with the Galil? Let's put it this way. The Galil is the slightly worse AK. It costs $1,800. But mind you, it's very easy to look at the Galil's price compared to the Famas and say, oh, it only costs $1,800. You have to remember that the AK is cheaper than the M4, right? So it all evens out. This gun, I think, is very good because it serves a purpose that not a lot of other guns on T-side actually serve, which is it allows you to reliably farm ecos on a second round buy, and it's also a very good budget buy or force buy because all of the SMGs on T-side are so fucking bad. This is the problem, chat, is that it's this, the UMP, the MAC-10, this atrocity, or either of these, right? The reason that the Galil, yeah, MAC-10 isn't as good as MP9, so it's more viable. This is what it really comes down to, chat. It's not that the Galil is better or worse than the Famas. I think it's worse than the Famas. I like the Famas more, but that's besides the point. I still buy the Galil more than I buy the Famas because of my other options. The reason I never buy the Famas is because the fucking MP9 exists. But the reason I buy the Galil all the time is because why the fuck would I ever want a MAC-10 against an actual buy? Like, this gun is just, it's okay, the MAC-10, but it doesn't have that shredding power that the fucking MP9 has, right? MAC-10 supremacy? No, dude. MAC-10 is, it's okay. And considering it's only $1,000, that's actually what makes it sort of useful. But the reality is that it is, you need to treat it like an M4A4 on T-side. It's this exact same thing. Yeah, exactly. It is just, it's a good gun, and for $1,800, it's certainly not bad. Maybe I think it's high B tier. I think it's really high B tier. I do not think that it's A tier. I don't think it's even low A tier. I would just always rather save for a fucking AK, bro. Like, because that's the thing, right? I will just buy a Deagle or a Tech 9 and save. Like, I'm never gonna want to shell out for a Galil. You know what I mean? Whereas I would love to shell out for an MP9. I would fucking kill for an MP9. My IGL says, yo, let's force here. I say less. Let's fucking go, baby. Give me the MP9. If they say less force on T-side and I have to buy a Galil, I'm like, oh, dude, no. Come on, let me save. Let me just get a real gun next round. I really, really, really don't like this fucking... I would rather have a Deagle and a helmet than a Galil. I would. I don't like the Galil. I've never liked the Galil. It fucking stresses me out. And I realize that that's just part of that is just personal. But I think it's a very high B tier. I don't think it's low A tier. I don't. I'd actually pay $1,800 for an MP9 on T-side. That's a fucking based take, Evan. I would too. I actually would. I would. All right, Glock. So, think about the Glock. Let's just fucking do it, like, together. Where's the... Chat, where'd the USP go? Oh, here. No, that's the MP5. Chat, where'd the USP go? It's not on this list. What the fuck? Chat, I'm not crazy. Oh, here it is. I am crazy. Never mind. Goes up here. We'll do them together. Because if I'm going to do one, I'll just do the other. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm blind. All right. So, the Glock, in my opinion, and apparently this is a hot take. I don't understand why it's a hot take, but apparently it's a hot take. The Glock is better than the USP. I don't know why this is a hot take. It makes no fucking sense to me why people think this is a hot take. I will drop my USP on CT all the time to pick up a Glock. All the time I drop my USP to pick up a Glock. This gun is so fucking busted. It is so stupid. It's just only busted on pistol rounds. It's only busted on pistol rounds. Any other circumstance, it's horrible, but it is very good, very fucking good on pistol rounds. I think that the Glock is better in, I would say, 60 to 70% of circumstances than the USP. Glock never better than USP. That's just a silver take. Yeah. No, the Glock is an incredibly strong gun if used correctly. The thing about the Glock is that at the range where the one-shot headshot actually matters, the range where the one-shot headshot doesn't matter, it is insane. It is just ridiculous how easily you can delete people with this fucking gun. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's spammable. You can jump with it. You can fucking burst it, which don't ever tell me the burst is not good. The burst is really fucking good. I've gotten plenty of kills with the burst, right? You're jiggling in and out of cover and you jiggle burst. Yeah, this gun is just meant to be used on the move. That's the thing about the Glock you have to remember, right? Is that it's meant to be used on the move. And the reason people don't think it's as good as the USP is because it's a counterintuitive playstyle to always be moving and shooting. You never run out of bullets because that is 140 fucking bullets. You have a burst feature. You can basically jump and fucking kill people. It's just absolutely lunacy. It's also very spammable, and you can move around in ways with this gun that you can't do if you have a fucking USP. This gun is very good. It's extremely good. And if you're playing on a map like Inferno, or you're playing on a map like Vertigo, I will kill, like, I'll have a USP, right? I'll be trying to work my way. I'll be trying to retake a bomb site. I'll peek under porches, kill the T player, walk up, pick his Glock up, and then go into the site. Because I would way rather be entering a fucking bomb site with a Glock than a USP. The reason, chat, that you see so many pro players dropping their Glocks to pick up the USP is twofold. One, at that level of play, their aim is very good. Very good. So when you're simple and you pick up a USP, it's because you're extremely confident that you can one-tap somebody before they can one-tap you, right? Like, that's part of the reason, obviously, is that the aim at that level is just so fucking good. The second reason is because you've already taken the bomb site, presumably, so now you're just holding angles for a retake, right? So you entry with the Glock, right? This is, that's what I want. You entry with the Glock, right? Kill this guy, pick up USP, and then sit behind a fucking new box, right? And you hold T side, you hold banana, you hold CT, you hold banana, you hold CT. Like, that's why you see them pick up USPs, is because it changes, the dynamic of the round changes. You've gone from entry fragging to holding long angles and waiting for the CTs to now run into your bullets, right? That's why. Now, I think overall, both guns, they're both B tier. Are the Glock and the USP better than the fucking Galil, bro? The Glock has no one-tap potential. The thing is, Snuggles, is that it doesn't need one-tap potential depending on your position, right? So I'll put it to you this way. Let's say, right, that you are playing Firebox on Mirage and you've taken the bomb site. So you're a T. You've taken the bomb site, right? You entry with your Glock, right? You kill a guy stairs or you kill a guy default, whatever. You make it to Firebox. Now you're behind Firebox, right? You don't need a USP. You don't need to be one-tapping a dude stairs, one-tapping a dude CT. You can choose to play it like that, right? But you can basically tuck Firebox, make them swing you, and then just Glock, right? Like, you don't need one-tap potential, even on fucking T side, right? Or CT, retake, take, etc. Like, the guns are very interchangeable in a lot of ways. Are you judging these guns in any round or the round they'd most likely be used? I think the answer, sort of, Toasty, is both, but all of them is the real answer, right? Like, one of the reasons that the Glock, like, one of the reasons the dualies are C tier is because I'm judging them against any round in which they could be used. Like, the dualies are a menace in pistol rounds, but on an eco, when you're against people who have head armor, you'd never fucking buy dualies. They're dog shit. They're horrible. You buy a P250 10 times out of 10, right? And so I think that it is. These two pistols are tough. These two pistols are tough. I think. On an eco, wouldn't you rather have a USP? I personally wouldn't, but that's just my play style. Because I think playing close with the burst is actually extremely underrated. Extremely underrated. It's basically a Zeus, bro. If you can hit a good burst, it's just a Zeus. It's so you just take people off, you catch people off guard, and you just destroy them with it. Yeah, Burst Gang is good, actually. It's really underrated. We'll get to the P2000 in a second. Fuck, man. I don't know what tier to put them in. Like, I know how I want to order them. I just don't know what tier to put them in. You know what I mean? I guess they just have to be B tier. Like, they are free guns, right? You literally get them for free. So, bottom B seems better. But I think that I don't know if I would, like, are they better than the Galil? Maybe just, like, definition of mid, we put them here. I think the Glock is better than the USP. And I think the P2K is better than the USP. I think that the P2K is better, but... Bro, the USP is overrated. Okay, so there's two things about the USP versus the P2K. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, chat. I won't just do it. I'll justify my decisions. All right, that's why I'm here. So, USP has 12 bullets, 24 in the reserve. That's really bad. That is low bullets. That's very low. And yes, you can run out of bullets with this gun. 100%. Especially because one of the things that this gun is good at is spamming smokes. Right? So if you're spamming, reload, spamming, reload. Oh, look, I have 8 bullets left. Right? So if one of the things that makes this gun good is the fact that you can actually spam with it, then spamming with it is punishable. The P2K has more bullets in... I don't think it'll let me equip a P2K. Why did I make that sound? Oh, because the P2... Okay, yeah. Let's just... Oh... Well, Steam Network's down. There's only one advantage. Now, the accuracy is the same, Snuggles. It's the same. It's literally the same. The USP actually has more recoil, too. There's only one thing about the USP that people really like. And that is, it sounds so fucking cool. And it does. I admit, it sounds way better than the P2K. I do not think the gun is as good. But it sounds really fucking cool, and people really enjoy destroying people with this gun because it is nutty. You also can be sneaky. The silencer actually matters. There's a lot of times when you die and you don't know where the call out is from because of the sound. The video you made about the two pistols fully convinced me, but I still were used to for the sound. So do I, bro. I mean, that's actually not true. I do actually switch between the two of them. Like, you ask anyone that I play CSGO with regularly, and they'll tell you that I run the P2K even in, like, competitive games. Like, even in, like, ESEA and stuff. I'll run league matches. I'll run the P2K. I like the P2K. It's a good gun. I was running it on stream last week when I played with Jordan, or 2 weeks ago, when you're playing clan matches. Yeah, the one tap is very satisfying. The silencer is great. There's just a lot of things about this gun people are conditioned to like. I think objectively, the P2K... Can you try unsilencing it? You want me to let it bark? I think that objectively, the P2K is probably better just because it is... The bullets matter. The extra bullets really do matter, and I don't think the first shot always seems to feel better than the P2K. I promise, Jun, it's just an illusion, man. I swear to you, it's just an illusion. The CT pistols are a great example of how important sound design is to player perception of weapon power accuracy. I completely agree, Xbox. There's that amazing anecdote that Josh, I think, talked about one time. I think we mentioned it in the P2K video, right? About from I think it was Battlefield or Medal of Honor. I can't remember, right? where they had literally the same fucking gun, but the devs just skinned it differently with different sounds, and the competitive scene legitimately thought that one was better, and it turns out they had different win rates on them, and literally they were the same gun. Yeah. I think the P2K is better. I think it's very, very, just to be clear, chat, it's like very marginal. Like, I'm not out here actually saying that like the P2K is better and you're trolling if you like, obviously not. They're both very, very the same. They're the same fucking gun. One of them just has a silencer. It's just that extra bullets versus silencer, extra bullets in the mag too versus silencer. It has extra bullets in the mag, right? I'm not crazy. Maybe I am crazy actually. I don't think it does have extra bullets in the mag. Another thing I will just say too, and I know you see people who follow me on Twitter will know that I complain about this all the time, and I was very glad for CS2. You're in the middle of a retake, you're in the middle of clearing an angle, and you swing your mouse, and you accidentally do this, and you have to switch back. That's the thing. That honestly is a thing, bro. It's honestly a thing. The fact is, the reality is you will sometimes right-click by accident. I have seen pro players do it. Don't tell me it's a skill issue. Don't tell me, just don't right-click. I never do. I've seen pro players literally accidentally right-click their fucking mouse. It happens all the time. And I'm very, very glad that in CS2 they're going to get rid of that. But this is a CSGO tier list, not a CS2 tier list. So, alas. All right. The Scout. The Scout, in my opinion, is a very annoying gun. I hate this gun. I think it is so... I wish they would fucking nerf this gun, bro. I just think it's crazy how stupid this gun is. 10 bullets in the mag, 90 in reserve, perfect fucking hip fire accuracy, amazing scope accuracy, obviously. It's just one of these guns that, like, I don't understand why it is that they will not just change this. The price is fine. The fucking bullets, it's fine. The damage, it's fine. The fact that you can literally just do this and just, like, tag people is so stupid, bro. Look at this. This is like 2015 Kenny S shit. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. The no-scope accuracy is also genuinely amazing, bro. You can hit so many easy bangers just, like, without even scoping in, just like with the op. For $1,700, it is crazy how good this gun is. Crazy how good it is. I do not know why they don't nerf it. I hate it very dearly. My, like, absolute hot take about this fucking gun is that it's a fucking crutch. My hot take about this gun is that it's actually a fucking this gun is like the Yasuo of fucking Counter-Strike. It is just such a crutch, man. And people have this idea that it's like so mechanically demanding and like, you know, like, oh, you're so cracked with the Scout, bro. And like, don't get me wrong, that's true. But the fact is you can literally just fucking tag somebody in the body and then just re-peek with a fucking USP and kill them, right? God forbid if you actually have a fucking deagle. Right? You can basically just window, you just get the body tag, and then just peek out body shot. This gun is... I fucking hate this gun. And by that, I mean I love it. I think it's really stupid. It pisses the fucking shit out of me. I just... Every time I die to this gun, I think to myself, this is really stupid, and Valve should nerf this. Look at this. What is this? What is this? I'm running, dog. I'm literally running. Oh, body shot. Tag top mid. He's lit 70. Oh, tag top mid, lit 70. I just spent $1,700 on a gun and I just did 140 damage with 2 bullets and it required no aiming. No aiming. There are people who are absolutely cracked with this gun. Don't get me wrong. The problem is that not that the headshotting is too strong. The problem is that everything else is too strong. That's the issue. Right, is that the body shotting with this stupid fucking gun is so brain dead, dude. Like, I genuinely, I hate this fucking gun. I really do. I hate this fucking gun. I think that it's really stupid, and people who use it, like, religiously piss the shit out of me. I swear to God. All of that fucking said, it's a fucking A tier gun. 100%. It is incredibly good. The move speed is the main thing. I honestly, like, There's nothing wrong with the price, and there's nothing wrong with the damage or the bullets, whatever, if they just fucking touched the move speed. The amount of times that I have an AK and I just lose to this. What do I do to that? What do I do? Like, oh, smoke it off. It's a $1,700 fucking gun. Like, what do you mean smoke it off? Like, what, I have to play around it like it's a fucking op? Like, it's a $1,700 fucking gun. And it's like, okay, guys, be really careful. He's fucking window. He's gonna light you for 72 damage if you're not fucking careful. Like, I hate this fucking gun. I think it's so fucking stupid, and I just wish that they would change it. I don't like it at all. That's my fucking rant. That's my only... On this whole fucking tier list, that's the only rant you're actually gonna get out of me about why I think this gun is so fucking stupid and why Valve should touch it. People ask me all the time, what's your hottest CSGO take? My hottest CSGO take, nerf the fucking Scout. I hate it. I hate this fucking gun. It drives me fucking crazy. Pisses the shit out of me. M249, D tier. Horrible. Literally dog shit. Utter and incomprehensible dog shit. This gun is unusable in every fucking conceivable way. It offers absolutely nothing to a team, to your team, to the enemy team. The only good thing about this gun is that if you buy one and some stupid sorry bastard actually picks it up on the other team, at least they fucking have one now and you don't have to deal with it. It's very, very, very bad. It is in no uncertain terms. It is in no uncertain terms the worst gun in Counter-Strike. Unquestionably, it is the worst gun in Counter-Strike. It deserves its own fucking tier of how bad it actually is. This gun is a meme gun. It's not like the Odin. For those of you who play Valorant, it is not like the Odin. The Odin is actually good. An ulted Reyna with an Odin is a fucking demon, bro. Very good. Or Sova with his stupid fucking dart, and then he Odin's fucking B main or whatever on Ascent. Actually viable. This thing, dog shit. Utterly dog shit. No reason you'd ever use it, ever. It's a troll gun. Worst gun in CS. It is the worst gun. Of all the guns I'm even looking at, like, left on the list, it's the worst one. 100%. Bottom. M4A1S. My goat. My goat, chat. So, based A1S users such as myself will be glad to know that this gun absolutely ranks higher than the M4A4. Yeah, it definitely ranks higher than the M4A4, 100%. This gun is very, very, very good. It's extremely, extremely good. I admit that to some degree, it's a playstyle thing. There are people whose playstyle lends itself to the M4A4 a little more than the M4A1S. But on the whole, the M4A1S is the better gun. I was using the M4A1S back in fucking 2015 or 2016 when everybody was using it and it was insanely fucking broken. And then I switched to the A4 when the A1S was actual dog shit and you were just like literally fucking trolling if you used it. When they buffed the A1S, I switched back, like the buff that came 2 years ago that made it really broken. When they nerfed the A1S recently, I literally never, ever even switched back to the A4. When they nerfed the A1S and everybody was like, oh guys, the era of the fucking A4 is upon us, the A4 is back, I never even switched back for one fucking pug. Not even one. This gun is the GOAT, bro. This gun is so fucking good. It's $200 cheaper. All right? It's more accurate. It's very, very, very good at long range. It's silenced, which is extremely good, not just for spamming smokes, but for basically being a sneaky little bastard and killing somebody and they have absolutely no idea where you are. You can, as Dewey just said, literally spray people across the map. This gun is a fucking laser beam, bro. It's so good, and it's cheaper than the A4. Look, I'm not saying you're not allowed to use the A4. I'm not saying you're not allowed to use the A4. Use whatever gun you want. But I am really... Thank you so much, Amandeep. That's really sweet, bro. Thanks for hopping in. But every single time, imagine I'm doing it at Mirage A exec with smokes, I have no idea where the bullets are coming from. It is not insignificant. Even at the pro level, it's not insignificant, right? You don't necessarily know where, there's no tracers, and there's nothing, you don't necessarily know where the shots are actually coming from. The A1S needs a nerf. It's so funny people say this because I remember 6 fucking months ago or 8 months ago, whatever the fuck it was, when people, or maybe it was less, I don't remember, when everybody was telling me, was making fun of me because I was still using this fucking gun. And they were like, bro, why aren't you switching back to the A4? Did you know the A4 is objectively better? A4 is objectively better. It's objectively better. All right, look, man, if you need to spend an extra fucking $200 to win your fucking ones, Godspeed, my dude. That sounds like a skill issue to me, but God fucking speed. Go for it. Probably take away 1 reserve mag? No. You can't literally give the gun less than 60 bullets, my dude. It's just not possible. You can't, like, the fact that it has 60 is, I think, is completely fine. They should make them the same price or just allow you to equip both of them, which they're allowing in CS2, obviously. This gun is very, very, very good. It's very good of the two of them. It's a low A tier. And the A4 is an even lower A tier. That's the ranking. That's the ranking. And I just love it. I love how 2 years ago people were like, bro, the A4 is going to come back. And I was using the A1S. And then fucking 6 months ago, they buffed the A4 and everyone's like, bro, you got to go back to the A4. It's, you know, it's, and I just got like, so like, look, man, use the fucking A4 if that's what you want to do. Like, go for it, my dude. But Jesus, like, the A1S is still the tech and you are still fucking trolling. Absolutely fucking trolling, man. If you fucking don't use this thing. I'm telling you, you're just fucking trolling. All right? Mac 10. Mac 10. Okay, so here's what's good about the Mac 10. It is incredibly good against ecos. Very, very, very good against ecos, okay? Against non-armor, like this, it is a fucking cheat code against non-armor. At range, close range, medium range, long range, it's just very, very, very good. So when the CTs are on a full save and you buy a Mac 10 and you run into the bomb site, you will just delete people and they can't even fight back. It's crazy. It's very, very good. Low movement penalty. Has 30 bullets in the mag and quite a few in the reserve. The Mac 10's a good gun. The Mac 10 is genuinely a good gun. The other reason it's not, the saving grace of this gun is the fact that it's $1,000. The saving grace is that it only costs $10.50. And $10.50 makes it extremely viable. 100%. Because it is not as good as the MP9. But it is very good considering the price. I think how do you feel about this, chat? How do you feel about this? We knocked the pistols down a tier just to keep it clean. It just felt weird having them here now that I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like, it just felt weird. Like, I think this is good. I think this is good, right? Like, they're not as bad, because look at the guns below the pistols. Like, look at these fucking guns, right? Like, this is pretty much the bottom of the fucking barrel. This is bad. I love the Famas, Carlos. The problem is that it's just economically, you can't justify it. You can't justify it economically, bro. It's so much fucking more expensive than the MP9. You just can't. And these guns are free. You have to remember, they're free. You literally get them Reason Glock is above CT pistols, I just spent like 10 fucking minutes explaining why it's better. It's just better. It's narrowly better in more circumstances, Jen. People have this idea that the CT pistols are like, the CT pistols are better at range. That's it. That's literally it. They have fewer bullets. At least the fucking USP has fewer bullets, right? They're not as spammable, right? They don't have as many bullets in the mag. The running accuracy is worse. They don't have a burst feature, right? They're just, this gun is more usable in more circumstances. It just sucks at range. The only downside of the Glock is that it sucks at range. That's it. And it does low damage at range. That's it. I would even be willing to do this. I would be willing to do this. Because I do believe 100% that the Glock is better than the USP. I'd be willing to entertain this argument as a consolation. Or a compromise, I should say. I would be willing to make this compromise. And it makes it more nuanced, I think. Glizzy number one. Glizzy. This I'd be willing to settle on, but I just genuinely think that it's such a normie fucking take to say that you think the Glock is better than the LOL. You're so, like, it's just so, like, bro, the number of times I have dropped my USP for a Glock in a retake and proceeded to get 3 is just, like, insane. Like, the gun is just so good. It's just so fucking good, and it's so abusable. You spent so long justifying the Glock, I'm happy to give it to you. I just like the fact that people, if they look at this, people who didn't watch the VOD, if they look at this, they're going to be like, hold on. If they see this, they're going to be like, what a normie. But if they look at this, they're going to be like, wait, hold on. Let him cook. Like, what do you mean by that? Right? Like, this has, like, nuance to it. You know what I mean? Like, this I'm willing to put here. 40% of the time, Glock feels like a spit cannon, but rest it works really well. Yeah, I know. Isn't it just so annoying, Arcane? Whenever they have a Glock, it's a fucking death ray. Whenever you have Glock, it's always like a fucking noodle gun, a super soaker. What do you mean by CZ and D tier? Bruh. It should be lower, honestly. In fact, it's in C tier. What am I saying? It should be down here. The fact I'm putting it up here is being nice. Glock is not that bad, to be honest. Glock is great. It's great. It's a great gun. It's a great gun. All right, Mac 10. I think the Mac 10 narrowly edges out. Here's my reasoning for putting the Galil above the Mac 10. Here's my reasoning. And I know that some of you guys were actually talking about this in chat, and I was busy fucking talking about the Glock. Here's what I'll say. The only thing about the Mac 10 that is tough, right? It's very cheap. But the Galil is crazy value. The thing about the Mac 10 is that it's really not good against M4s. It's very good against Eco. Very good against Eco and very good against CT4 spies. So, like, if they have CZs and Deagles or MP9 no head armor, it's amazing. It's very good. But the thing about the Galil is that it's very good in Thor spies. It's very good anti-Eco. It's a good... like even just on like a fucking deep save, right? Like it's actually, I think it's actually better. I think you can make the case that Galil is better than the Mac 10 because the price is still very good. The Mac 10, the only problem with the Mac 10 is that it's just the difference from Mac 10 to Galil is much bigger than from Galil to AK. I agree. Yeah, I agree. That's the thing, right? The Galil is just an M4 on T side. The Mac 10 is a good gun. It's just, you really do have to be running and you really do have to be close to mid-range for it to be good. Because otherwise you're just gonna get fucked. You can theoretically kill an Opper with a Galil. You can do it. If you're fucking cracked, right, you can do it. You can't really do it with the Mac 10 unless you fucking rush them. Like, unless you overwhelm them, right? But the Opper would have to be throwing for that to happen. I think this is fair. All right, Mag 7. Mag 7 is a demon, bro. This gun is very good. This gun is very, very, very good. It is, on certain positions, it is extremely potent, right? So the thing with the Mag 7 is that at mid-range, it's a one-shot headshot. So if you're at a reasonable range like this, it's a one-shot headshot, right? And the range is further than you think. I'll tell you right now, chat. The range is way further than you think. You can hit headshots with this thing, and it's really gross. Put the armor back on, but yeah, you can, same thing, right? Alternatively, you can body shot from close, and it gives you the best ragdoll in Counter-Strike. Tell me this is not the best ragdoll from Counter-Strike. If this tier list was based purely on death animations, it would win. 100%. It's very viable on Inferno. It's very viable on Vertigo. This gun on Inferno half wall makes me want to type exit in console. It makes me want to type exit in console. I hate it so much on Inferno half wall. So fucking much. It is so deceptively hard to, I know you think, you hear that. You fucking hear that. And you're like, bro, like, just molly it. Like, what are you noob? Like, what are you playing in Silver Elite? No, I'm talking 2,600 elo Faceit games. Fucking Flom is on is half wall, or fucking Danilo is fucking half wall with a fucking Mag 7, and it is impossible to fucking get him off without, you lose 2. You lose 2.5 every time. Dewey, you're right. You're 100% right. I'm telling you, it is lethal. It is so fucking good. So fucking good. I do think it is absolutely situational. I think it's a high C tier. The thing that makes the Mag 7 good for CT side is that it lets you maybe bottom B. Maybe bottom B is actually better. This does feel pretty good. It's not expensive, and it does let you choose the range at which you want to take the fights. That's the thing too, right? Because you're on CT side, you can decide if you want to go for like a mid-range shot from here, where you can actually try to clip somebody and get a kill, or you can play really close and just in the chest like this, right? You think it's more useful than the AUG? It might be, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's more useful than the AUG. I don't think it's better than the Mac 10, because I do think that it does. Like, if you have to retake and you have a Mag 7 and that comm comes out, like, last guy, you know, like, let's say it's a 2v2, like a 2v3 or a 3v1, right? And it's like, last guy was banana with Mag 7. It's like, you're fucked. Like, it just, the point of the gun, the thing that makes the gun great, is if you have the element of surprise. If you don't have the element of surprise, it's not good. Mag it's a great gun, but I think this is pretty fair. I think a very mid B tier is very good. I'm holding the most open far angle in the world if I hear the call. Exactly. The info, it's sort of like if you're in a 3v1 on T side and the call comes out, like last was Cat with a scout, right? It just completely changes the way you take the gunfights, right? Like, you're just not going to peek the guy, obviously. You're going to make him push you. MP5 is bad. Let's put the MP7 here, since they're the same thing. They're the same price. There actually are differences between the two of them. I think the difference is the MP7 has a slightly higher rate of fire. Or I forget what it is. Maybe it's the armor penetration, I think, is better on the MP7. I think that's what it is. In any case, they're both very, very, very bad. The reason for that is sort of simple. There is no reason ever why you would spend $1,500 on one of these guns when you could just spend $1,250 on an MP9 on CT side. So on CT side, you're never going to buy either of these guns. You're just basically trolling, unless it's like
the force buy to end all force buys, and you have $200 to you have like $250 to burn, and you're just like, whatever, like it's this or nothing. It's the last round of the game, like fuck it, I'll buy an MP7, right? Other than that, it's just an anti-eco gun. It's not very good. It's okay. For the money, it's just, you know, it's decent. It's not even that it's a bad gun. It's just the MP9 is so much better, and the MAC-10 is so much cheaper that you're sort of trolling if you ever buy it. I think this is what I think. That's what I think. This is what I think. I think the dualies are better at what they do than either of these guns. They're not, the value is, there's too much in C tier. No, Samuel, this is sort of what you want. First of all, just to be clear, Samuel, it is a well understood fact that the vast majority of guns in Counter-Strike suck. Like, there's a reason that we all buy like 5 or 6 guns, right? There's really only a handful of guns that we buy. This is not Valorant, bro. The guns in this game are not good. They all of the guns in this game suck. That's sort of the joke, right? Valve never actually buffs guns. Yeah, they're C tier. For sure they're C tier. Okay. I like this. I think worse than the Famas, because I do actually think there is more of a presence of the Famas. There is more of a presence of the Famas in like high tier play than either of these guns. And the same thing with the dualies. The dualies do perform their role. More reasons to buy CZ than MP7 or MP5, to be honest. Yeah. No. Come on, man. Because anything this gun can do, the 5.7 and the Tech 9 can do better. Like, but there are actually circumstances where you have a certain amount of money and the choice is between a MAC-10 and an MP7. And you're like, I actually want the MP7 here. Like, right? Like, I'm against rifles. It's a force buy. I'm against real guns. I want the MP7 here. It does hit harder than the MAC-10, right? You see a CZ about once a game in T1. You see an MP7 about once a tournament. I can't argue with that. I just don't know why the fuck people use this gun, bro. All right. I'll allow it. I'll allow it because objectively it is true that this gun gets used way more than these guns. That is true. That is a fact. I can't debate that. That's true. I think people are fucking stupid for using it, but that doesn't change the fact that it is used. Deagle is better than 5.7? It's definitely not. That's a horrible take. The 5.7 is insanely broken. The 5.7 is ridiculously broken. The 5.7 is better than the M4. Like, it's crazy. Like, yeah, the 5.7 is objectively the best pistol in the game, and it's almost the best gun in the game. Almost. It's crazy how good it is. Pre-nerf Deagle, I agree. Pre-nerf Deagle, there was an argument to be made. But since they nerfed the Deagle, you're actually just trolling, and I don't trust anything you have to say if you think the Deagle is better than the 5.7. I was in a meeting. What did I miss? Last thing we talked about was auto sniper. So we did MP7, MP5. We did what the fuck else did we do, chat? I can't remember. Oh, the Mag 7, and we did Galil Mag 10. I'm not sure if we did Galil Mag 10 after the auto sniper. I think we did. The 5.7 is better than the M4 in a lot of angles. It is. The 5.7 is like just a demon, bro. This gun is ludicrous. It's so, and because on CT side you get to choose your engagements, like the distance at which you take them, you can force close fights. It's just crazy. Pros never buy 5.7 over Deagle. That's not true, dude. Just watch pro games. That is not true. They buy 5.7s all the time over Deagles. What they'll usually do is they'll vary it. So you'll give Nico your Deagle, or you'll give Brokey your Deagle, and you'll let him take long-range fights, and then you'll put a guy close ramp with a 5.7. Like you give a 5.7 to Rain or something, right? And you put him close ramp and let him play the close angles, right? The spam angles. But you want to vary it up, because if the team has 5 Deagles, then it limits the fights they can take. But if they have 5.7s, it also limits the fights they can take, right? The idea is that you want to sort of mix and match. Because if there's a Deagle window, but a Cat 5.7 on Cat, that's tough, right? Because you don't want, if you find out there's a Deagle on Cat, you just fucking rush the guy, right? But if he has a 5.7, you have to be very careful. Yeah, 3 5.7s and 2 Deagles usually is the split, and that's why I'm ranking the 5.7 higher. The gun is better in more circumstances. It's also cheaper. It's a one-shot headshot at close range. It has way more bullets in the mag. It's spammable as fuck. It's just, there's so few things about the 5.7 that are actually bad. It's crazy how good the gun is. Yeah, having 5 Deagles is like having 5 Ops, too limited. That's exactly it, Watson. It's too one-dimensional. But I would way rather have 5 5.7s over 5 Deagles. 100%. All right. AWP. The UPA. All right, so look, the real conversation with the AWP, obviously, is do we put it in S tier or A tier, right? It seems kind of silly to not put it in S tier, because the gun is just, you know, the AWP. It's good in so many ways. I don't... It's so hard. This is a hard one. This is seriously a hard one. Because, so here's the thing, chat. On the one hand, it is the best gun in the game. And by the best gun, I mean it is the gun that wins all the 1v1s. If you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, if I have an AWP and you have an AK, even if you're a leash, I'm not saying I would kill a leash. I'm just saying, even if you're a leash, you're at a disadvantage. Like, you need to hit the cleanest fucking one tap of your fucking life, or have a flash behind you to win the fight against the AWP. It is a point and click deletion tool. It is the best gun in the game by virtue of its sheer power. The thing is that it does have drawbacks. The 5-bullet nerf is a thing. It's definitely a thing, all right? You know, the fact is that you have to reload it now after you shoot basically a single bullet if you want to, you know, be prepared to kill 5 of them, right? The game is played around the AWP. It is a huge part of what makes Counter-Strike Counter-Strike. That said, it's not good in every circumstance, obviously. I mean, if you're Kenny, yes, you can, you know, play close with it, and you can, guys rushing you can no-scope them. You can do, you know, like, quick scopes, and you can be fucking crazy and shit like that, but it's not viable in every circumstance. Like, a great example of this is obviously T-Side Inferno. A lot of oppers famously will not buy ops on T-Side Inferno because it's just, it hampers you. It limits you, right? That said, I was gonna put the op here. I was going to, but upon reconsideration, there are circumstances where the 5.7, despite being S tier, and I will die on this hill that this gun is S tier, there are circumstances where the op, or where the 5.7 is not the preferred weapon. They're exactly what Snuggles just said. There are circumstances in which the 5.7 is not the most viable choice. I agree it's S tier. Unquestionably, bro, it's S tier. It's as close to broken as broken gets. But there are circumstances where I would rather have a Deagle. They may only be a few, but they do exist. There are similarly circumstances where I would rather not have an op and I would rather have an AK. And I'm an opper too, so there's plenty of circumstances where I would say, no, I'm not buying it op here, I'm just going to buy an AK. The question is whether those circumstances, how many of them are there, and does that make the op a low S? Because I do think it's below the 5.7. Or a high A. This is very hard. This is very, very, very hard. In some ways, it feels sacrilegious not to make it low S, right? In some ways, it feels sacrilegious to not make it low S, because the op... Again, I think that if you call yourself an opper instead of a sniper, it's a low S. Yeah. Like I said, I was going to put it here, but upon reconsideration, I think that I should put it here. I think it has to be low S. I just think it has to be. It's just... If the op was that good, there'd be 2 oppers in a team. The thing is, Warrior, is that there basically are. Like, every team has a secondary opper, right? You know, the vast majority of teams, at least, have a secondary opper. So... The only downside is that it's very expensive, and it does sort of limit how you play, obviously. But the gun is just so good. It's just so good. I think it has to be low S. It has to be low S. The Negev. Negev, baby. Like... N-word. Should be C or D. I mean, it's definitely D, bro. It's D. It's D. It's not usable for anything. It's not usable for anything. The only concession I will make is that it's better than a T-side auto sniper, and it's better than the fucking M249. That is the only fucking concession I will make. You cannot put this gun in fucking C tier, dog. It's not situational. It's not. It's not situational. CT auto sniper is actually situational. It is. There are niche circumstances where it is a good buy. This is never a good buy. Ever. It is extremely strong against silvers in casual on banana. All right, well then that gives you high D tier. That's what it gives you. That's where that buys you, Watson. That's what it buys you, my dude. Who let bro cook? This gun is dog shit, and it's never really going to be good for anything. It's better than a T-side auto sniper, and it's better than an M249. That is the most I will give you. That is the most I will give you. I will not give you anything else. I can't wait to see if the pros use it more in CS2 as it'll make holes in the smokes. Yeah, I can't wait to see either. Honestly, I can't wait to see either. Negev a C? It is definitely not C. It's better than the M249, and it's better than a T-side auto sniper. That's all you're getting, chat. That's all you're getting, chat. All right. Nova. Let's talk about the Nova. So, the Nova is an interesting gun because it's very cheap, and that's why it's actually good. The thing about this gun that's strong is that it's so fucking cheap, and if you hit a good headshot with it, it can actually open up a round for you. It's a good gun. Yeah, it's so hard to know where to place it though because it feels so inconsistent, you know? But I think it's actually I think it's a good gun. I think it's underutilized, honestly. It's very limiting. I think a good spot for it is right here. I do think that it's better than the Mag 7 because it's cheaper, has better range. I honestly think it's good. I do think it's a good gun. I do think it's a good gun. It is. You think it's too high? You think below mag? It couldn't be better than the Famas, bro. I think it might be. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Famas, I love the Famas, chat. I love the Famas, but it's so fucking useless right now. It's so bad. I became the best barber in town with the Nova, giving people haircuts, bro. Sheesh. You can melee body shot and not kill, I swear to God. It's very inconsistent. It's very inconsistent. Swag 7's better. Yeah, it's tough. I think below mag is right. I think this is a good place for it. I do think it's better than the AUG. I honestly do. The AUG is a good gun. That's why it's in B tier. It's just, like, when are you really going to need the difference between an AUG and an M4? Like, what's really the difference, right? The difference between a fucking Nova and fucking, like, you know, a Deagle or like whatever, right? Like, it's actually substantial. Like, this gun is a great eco option that can open up a round for you. Nova's D or C tier at very best. I don't know. The only thing I'm nervous about is putting it above the pistols. It's tough. You think Nova's better than the Mag 7? It's just so hard, bro. Like, the Nova, this gun is insane, man. It's just crazy. The Mag is more expensive, right? Where the fuck is the Mag 7? Where are the heavies? Yeah. It's so hard to say, dude. It's really so hard to say. They're both good. I feel like they're both good for exactly the same reasons, but the Nova's just cheaper. You can also buy it on both sides, no? Not that you'd ever fucking buy it on the T side, but... It does feel very inconsistent, is the only thing. It's so inconsistent. Oh, I forgot how inconsistent this fucking gun is. The mag feels like a chest is better, no? I told you, Chad, if we were doing this on death animation, it would be the best. It is only $150 more, and it's way more fucking consistent. Yeah. You gotta compare body shots. That's what I'm trying to... Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Mag 7 is definitely ugly. Is the skin influencing your opinion? It's not. I swear, I swear it's not. It's actually not. I have Nova skins. They're just not equipped right now. I don't know, man. My instinct is to say, when was the last time a Nova was bought in a pro game? I mean, it does get bought. It is. I do think the Mag 7 is better. I do think the Mag 7 is better. It's more consistent for sure, and it's better. You know what? I think I might be willing, actually, to, like, put it down here. Here's my reasoning, chat. Here's my reasoning. Here's my reasoning. Here's my reasoning. Just hear me out. The only time you're ever gonna buy a shotgun is on CT. And if you're going to buy a shotgun on CT, you're going to buy a Mag 7. You're just going to. Unless you're so fucking starved for cash that you're just like, it's a Nova or bust. It's like, I can't. But if it's a Nova or bust, just buy a fucking 5.7, dog. Right? Like, just buy a 5.7 and a flash, or a 5.7 and a smoke, right? Like, this is the thing. I think this is a better place to put it. And I think that the dualies do better what they do than the Nova. I think the Famas is a better gun. But I do think it's better than the CZ. both of these SMGs and the CT auto sniper. I think this is a good place to put it. I think this feels really good because you're right. I almost lost sight there, chat. But no, you gotta show respect to the Mag 7. You gotta, because if you're ever going to buy a shotgun on CT, it's gonna be a Mag 7, unless you're gonna buy this fucking atrocity, which we'll talk about later. AK-47, 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 AK-47. AK-47 is the best gun in CS. Unquestionably. Or at least close to. Unquestionably. Best gun of CS. Almost. It is a gun that is good in literally every circumstance. It has incredibly high value. It is incredible skill expression. It is viable in like literally 100% of circumstances. It's very cheap. You can spray with it. You can tap with it. If you learn how to control the spray, you can basically express yourself with this gun like nothing else in CSGO. The AK-47 is a fucking institution. It is the best rifle. It is the best full buy gun. It is good for T side. It's good for CT side. It's good for close. It's good for far. It's dirt fucking cheap. Very good accuracy. What are the downsides to the AK-47? There's only really two. There's only two, and one of them is very, 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 it's hard to use, says Dewey. So I know that if you're like a really seasoned Counter-Strike player, you've been playing CS for a very, very long time, you know, you're not really going to feel this anymore because we've all become students of this gun. But when you're learning how to play CS, the gun has a lot of recoil. It does have a, like, shit ton of recoil. Right? So when you're learning how to play the game, the idea of pulling down and actually like controlling a spray pattern is something you have to learn how to do. And, you know, it's not a laser beam in the way that an M4 is a laser beam. 5.7 or op still feels wrong. Okay, my dude. 4750, 500. 4750, $500. This gun is fucking insane. It is insane what you get for $500. I understand it looks weird. I do. But a 5.7 is arguably better than a fucking M4. I don't even think it's arguable. I have it ranked above. It's insane how fucking good this gun is. I know it feels wrong. Glenn, I do. I know it feels wrong. I do. But it's $47.50 for the op. The 5.7 is the GOAT. The 5.7 is insane. It's very, very good. That said, spraying with this gun is so hard. Like 3-5 shots is easy to control, but after that, it's basically Looney Tunes. Honestly, man, the only way to get it's just one of those things where it is a skill thing. You just have to become very good with it, and you have to actually just practice with the gun. You know, spend fucking 1,000 hours or 10,000 hours in deathmatch, right? Memorizing every bullet, every aspect of how it works. And the skill expression with this gun is more than any other gun in CS. I think, honestly, more than the Deagle. I think the AK-47 requires more talent, more precision, and rewards practice even more than the Desert Eagle. I think that it is just an incredible gun. There are people... The type of skill expression that you get with the AK-47 is just unparalleled, right? You have guys like Nico who are just basically like one-tap gods, right? And they walk around making this gun look like it's a fucking Guardian from Valorant. And then you have players like Elige who can hit absolutely ridiculous fucking sprays, right? And just do things with the gun from a full auto perspective that just seem like otherworldly to your everyday fucking play, right? Like, the gun is amazing. It is amazing. You can watch 3 pros shoot the AK. You can probably figure out who's using it without looking at their names. It's exactly it, Dewey. That's exactly it. It's here. It has to be. It just has to be. I love the 5.7. I love the 5.7. But I would be trolling if I put the AK below it. The AK is just all around. It is a absolutely otherworldly gun in terms of its value, in terms of how iconic it is, in terms of how easy / hard it is to use, what you get for it, how dirt cheap it is. It's just, AK is the game, like Carlos just said. The AK is the game. That's it. When you deathmatch, you use the AK. When you go to aimbots, you use the AK. When you're on a full buy, you buy the AK or you drop your M4 to pick up an AK. It's just, the AK is the game. It is the game. It's just that good. It really is just that good. Yeah. The AK-47 is, right now, we have it ranked as the highest gun in CS. We'll see if it stays there. Yeah, there's never a time you think, I wish I didn't have an AK right now. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And it just rewards so many different types of playstyle too, you know? I love this gun. I love the AK so much. It's one of the reasons I stopped opping so much, is I just love using this gun. It feels so good. All right. P250. The P2. You love the AK? Name every single skin. P250. P250 is a very, 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 very good gun. It is a very good gun. It is $300 fucking dollars, and what you get for $300 is very high value. I think Flom is the one who put it best. Flom said, if you have a P250, you have a chance. It's as simple as that. If you have a P250, you have a chance. It's just, you could do it. You can hit a couple of bangers. It's good in pistol rounds. It's good in on ecos. It's actually not even bad against on anti-ecos, to be honest. It's really good. It's really, really, really good. It's a very good gun for $300. It's extremely good. I don't like it. I think one of my weirdest CS takes is that I just hate the P250. I don't like it. Anytime I am looking at a P250 and I can justify a 5.7, I'll just buy the 5.7. I'll just buy the 5.7. It's for $200 more, I can kill people through head armor, and that is invaluable to me. I'm saying this, all of this, Manny, because a lot of people think the P250 is very good. And I agree with them. Like, I agree that objectively it's a good gun. But it's true that sometimes you cannot buy a 5.7. The 5.7 is objectively better. I don't give a shit what anybody says. The 5.7 is better. 100% is better. And I know it's $200 more, but it is higher than this, even if you factor in what you get for the value. This is where my instinct was. I do think it's A tier. I think it's a really good gun. I personally just don't like it as much. I just don't think it offers as much value. I don't know. I don't think it offers as much value. Lit for 91. Yeah. That's kind of the thing, right? It's... I mean, the Ghost is objectively better than the Classic, but feeling does matter, which seems to be the case here. It's just also what you get for the price, Sam. That's what it is, right? Like, I think that what you get for $500 is way more than what you get for $300, right? Like, it's more than 40% more, if that makes sense. Like, I think that spending the extra $200 on this gun is just basically always better. What's up, Floofy? Thanks for hopping in, bro. I think it could be high B. I could see being at high B, but I honestly think low A is probably a better take. It's a very, very, very good gun. It's a very good gun. I personally don't like it, but I do understand why people rely on it so much. You could even make a case for this, to be honest, because the value for the M4s has never been particularly good. I could be really spicy and do that. Why Scar 20 and C, but the G3 and D? I'll tell you why, Floofies. Because this is CT and this is T side. There are circumstances where buying an auto sniper on CT is not a troll. Not a troll. There are basically no circumstances where buying an auto sniper on T side is viable. Like, if you buy an auto sniper on T side, you are trolling. You're in a fucking MM game and you are memeing, right? Or you're in a show match and you're memeing. But a CT auto sniper is actually like a thing. People will actually buy auto snipers on CT in a couple. There are reasons to buy an auto on T. They're called hostage maps. Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to say, Floopies. Yeah, it is an actual meme. All right. I won't fucking fuck with y'all. Your A4 users. You're gonna start getting so fucking worked up if I put the fucking P2 above the A4. All right, let's keep the P2 here. I do think it's A tier. I think it's a very, very, very good gun. I think it's a very good gun. What is next, chat? P90. Okay, I got something to say about this gun. Rile us up, Dimitri. Yeah, I mean, look, man, I love getting A4 users riled up. Like, don't get me wrong, man. I love getting A4 users riled up. It's funny as hell. Okay, so let's talk about the P90 because I have this feeling. I think that there are people who understand that the P90 is bad, but they don't understand why the P90 is bad. So let's talk about the fucking P90 because I think the CSGO community seriously misunderstands what it is about this gun that is actually like not good. The P90 is a fucking laser. This gun is absolutely insane. It is so good. It shreds people. It shreds people while you're moving. It shreds them while you're standing still. It has fucking 50 bullets in the mag, my dude. This gun is absolutely insane. It is a laser beam in basically every way. You can run, you can sit, you can play close, you can actually like get people from far too if you're sort of a fucking Jedi. You can get some pretty nasty frags with this gun. Why is the P90 bad? Because I agree that it's bad, but why is it bad? Fucking Infinite just hit the nail on the head. Kill reward and price. The P90 is the only SMG that does not give SMG grade kill reward. What does that mean? It means you don't get $600 per kill, which you do from other SMGs. You get 350, chat? 3 or 350? Somebody will be able to remind me. 3 or 350. And it costs $23.50 to buy. $23.50. That's $350, 300 says Floofies. Yeah, you get 300 for the kill reward, right? And you have to pay $23.50 to get it. That's a Famas and a smoke, says Dick. That's exactly it. The price of a P90 is the same price as a FAMI and a smoke grenade. You can almost, if you actually factor in like utility and stuff like that, you're one smoke grenade off of an AK if you buy this gun. But here's the thing. The gun is a fucking death ray. It's really good, bro. It's super fucking like annoying and stupid and dumb and actually shreds people. And it's really good. It is really, really good. It is a multi-kill machine. It eviscerates dudes. It's good. The run is so... The jumping art classic, the running, jumping P90, bro, is really good. And you'll see Furia back in the day in the 2020. Art used to buy this gun and he would literally fucking rush fucking T-spawn on Vertigo through mid with a fucking P90. The P90 is good. The gun itself is good. The problem is the kill reward and the price. That's the problem. It's just you get nothing for it. And you spend so much money to actually get one. That's really the issue. If they ever buff this gun in terms of price, people will actually buy this gun. It is good. Now, that said, where does it fit in terms of tier list? I think it sits really comfortably here. It is... I'm going to put it below the CZ just because... Fucking... There we go. I think it sits really comfortably here. I do think it's better for sure than all three of these guns. I I do think this is a really good place to put it. It is not a dog shit gun. It's a bad gun. It's not dog shit. By no means is the P90 dog shit. Like, I know it's known as a meme gun. Like, oh, silver gold Novas rushing with P90s. It's a meme for sure. But the gun is a fucking death ray, dude. It is so fucking strong. Better than any SMG in the game. Unquestionably. Yes, better than the MP9. The problem is the price and the kill reward. It is so fucking expensive. It is almost twice the price of the MP9. I just got a call from Art. He's pissed. He wants to talk to you. Bro, I'm out here worshiping at the altar that is Art. All right? I fucking love Art. He's a really nice guy, too. Dimitri, upon revisiting, the Mac might be too high. The thing you have to remember, Glenn, is that it's $1,000. The only thing that makes the Mac 10 serviceable is the fact that it is only $1,000. $1,050. Which is very cheap, all things considered. It is very cheap. I think it's actually okay where it is. I think it's okay where it is. Bizon is unfucking questionably D tier. Unfucking questionably D tier. Why is the Bizon D tier? Why is it so bad? The Bizon has... Where's the stupid fucking gun? Okay, you'll see pros buy it sometimes. There was a period when Zywoo was bought it in a few games. The problem with this gun is it has very, very low armor penetration. And so you can see it's very hard to kill things with it. And I'm purposefully not shooting in the head, just to be clear. I'm purposefully shooting in the body because you'll see in game conditions, when you're trying to just kill dudes, it's very hard to kill people with this gun. The armor pen is terrible. And the reason for that is pretty simple. I think Valve wants to balance it. It has a 64 bullet mag, which is fucking crazy. And because of the price, it's just almost never viable. The skin glove combo is clean. Looks like you planned that. Thanks, bro. It's one of my few. I have a couple that I like to run. Can I equip this? I can, but I can't respawn. Yeah, it's a very bad gun. I've tried to make it work, and a lot of people have. Like, I've tried to be like, yeah, surely, like, there's a couple of circumstances where you can buy a Bizon. I told you Zywoo bought one in the pro match. I think more than once. But it's so bad. It doesn't kill anything, and for the price, the armor pen is so dog shit, bro. It's so low damage. Like, it just takes so fucking long for anything to die. Good for first kill, then you get traded. It's barely good for the first kill. I'm not even kidding. It's barely good for the first kill. It's really good anti-eco. The problem, like, if you go no headshot armor, right? It's good anti-eco. The problem is the second that they actually buy up the next round, this gun is fucking useless. There's just no point to ever use it. Yeah, this gun is... Zywoo makes anything work? Yeah, it's true. Zywoo is just built differently. Halsrick bought one when he was on Dignitas. Yeah, people have tried to make it work. It's just... It's not there. It's not there yet. They need to make some kind of adjustment like they did with the UMP back in the day to get it to a place where it's actually viable. Because right now, this gun is not viable, and I don't think it ever will be. It's bad. The Mac 10 is just better, and it's substantially cheaper. That's it. That's it. It's high D tier. It's basically never viable. There's like no circumstance. It is more viable than any of these guns, but it's not, yeah. All right, the Revolver. The Revolver. I said this at the beginning of the stream. I think that the R8 is good. The stonks on the R8 are going to go up when CS2 comes out because you can equip both of them. I think that this gun is... I actually had a whole rant on stream a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, fuck, just using it is tough. Okay, so why is it bad? It's bad because you can't buy the Deagle. That's the biggest reason, because you can't buy the Deagle. The problem is also the first shot accuracy is sort of weird sometimes. You know, even with the stupid rattlesnake thing, there's a lot of circumstances where you're on somebody's head from range, and a shot that would go with the deagle doesn't go with the R8s, like that one right there, right? It's weird sometimes. And that sucks because you have to fucking bring the stupid thing back before you shoot it, and even when you do, if you manage to time it, it's not gonna go. There's only one thing the R8 is good for, and that is, it's very, very good. First of all, it looks incredibly fucking cool, and always has, and it has some of the best fucking skins in Counter-Strike, and it's fucking tragic that it has such cool skins, and it's just such a dog shit fucking gun. There's only one thing it's good at, and that is if you combine multiple R8s together and you go for body shots. The R8 is 2 shots to the body through armor, from any range. See? 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If I get the deagle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That is not insignificant. It is not. The R8 is a scout. It's a pocket scout. It is 1, 2. That's what it is. You run up middle, you get one like this, and you wait for a teammate to shoot the second. So you run up middle with 2 R8s, one guy shoots in the chest, other guy shoots in the chest, and then boom, he's dead. You pick up his AK. That's it. The deagle is better in every way, with the sole exception of body shots. And at this point, it's just not worth it because of this stupid fucking hair trigger, this stupid wind-up bullshit that is just, is so hard to fucking execute properly, which is why no one fucking uses it. And yeah, I think that in CS2 we are gonna see the gun possibly used more because people can combine them together and they can do sort of niche, interesting pocket strats. I think that for CS:GO purposes, it's here. It's just bad. It's just bad. There's just no circumstance you're ever gonna take this gun. And I would love, bro, I would love to sit here and be like, no, it's low C tier, man. Like you can totally, it's not. It's not. You can't do anything with this gun, man. It's not. Because the problem is that in order for it to work, in order for the strat to work, multiple people need to equip R8s. And that's not a winning recipe. That's not a thing people are going to want to do in competitive games. You can't do that. Yeah. I've never had a deagle either, Magnum, and thought to myself, wow, I really wish I had an R8 right now. I mean, that's not true. If the last guy has, like, you know, he's lit 50 or something, I would actually like to have the R8. But yeah, that's basically it. It's down here. It's not good. It's not fucking good. The right click is also just not real. It might as well equip a silencer. It's bad. The right click is a meme. It's just like the inaccuracy is not good at all. You have to be very, very, very close. And even then, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so bad. This gun is so fucking bad, dude. Get it off my screen. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Yeah, it's here. Sawed off. It's really bad. It's really bad. It's not good. Yes, I know JW bought it on Cobblestone that one time. Yes, I know. And it's so cool. It's so cool. But it's so bad. Why is it so bad? Because on T-side, you cannot choose the range at which you take fights. Not really, at least. Right? So when you have a sawed-off on T-side, a shotgun on T-side, it's not you who decides the proximity of the gunfight. It's the CT. That's why the Mag 7 is so good. Because you get to choose the proximity you take the fight, right? You can play up on half wall. You can play close. with a or with a sawed-off, you're entry fragging with a stupid fucking gun. And even though it's fun as fuck to use, and I love this thing, it's so fucking stupid, you can't justify buying this ever. You just can't. It's not like dynamic. It's not flexible. It's bad. It's very bad. Yeah. It's very slow on the reload as well. Someone said, yeah, it's too bad. It's such a cool gun. It's really fun. It looks cool. It sounds cool. It has cool skins. But this gun is dog shit. And I think it's marginally better than the R8, maybe worse. Honestly, maybe that's the defense I'll make for the R8, is that it's like the R8 is like marginally better than the sawed-off. Because if you combine multiple of them together, it is actually good. But yeah. Krieg! Let's talk about the Krieg, chat. So, there are some pro players who are buying Kriegs again. They've started to buy them somewhat recently. This gun has actually gone through sort of a metamorphosis recently, I would say. People have started to look at it again with like a renewed take. I think I know why, and I'll explain to you why I think I know why, which is two things. So one, trust it will come back. Yeah, I mean, I've actually like used it once or twice recently, and it actually felt pretty good. There is basically one reason why the Krieg, or again, two reasons why the Krieg is good. One, this scope is actually good in certain circumstances when you have to clear long angles against CTs. It is actually good. It is actually, there are circumstances where you can sort of like Ferrari peek with it, and it's not actually bad. That's one reason. The reason the gun sucks is because the fucking rate of fire is so bad. The damage to rate of fire ratio is fucking dog shit. God, I haven't shot one of these things since fucking 2020, bro. There is you cannot spray. You cannot spray with this gun at all. You have to basically be Nico, and that's the only way that it works. You have to be Nico. And if you're Nico, it is strong. There is only one thing. There is only one thing that actually makes this gun good, aside from the scope, and that is the Krieg has very, very, very good first shot accuracy. What do I mean by that? There are times when if you have an AK, right, and you try to one-tap somebody who's really far away, like really, really, really far away, right? The bullet won't go. See? It won't go. It has to do with that deviation in the first shot accuracy. There are times when you one-tap a guy with the AK, and on your screen, you one-tapped him. Your crosshair was on his head. But because the bullet deviated, it didn't kill him. The Krieg has very, 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 very good first shot accuracy. Incredible first shot accuracy, actually. And this is why you will sometimes, I think, this is why you will sometimes see Nico buy one. I think I was off. You'll sometimes see Nico buy one. Because you can actually hit shots with this gun on distance that the AK would actually be unreliable. Do I think that's worth it? Do I think that's, like, it has also some of the best armor penetration in the game? Yes. I think it actually is the best. I remember reading at one point that this gun has better first shot accuracy than the AWP. Yes, you heard me correctly. It has better first shot accuracy than the AWP. That's what I heard. I don't know if Valve changed that. That may have been part of their, like, back in, they may have sleeper buffed that back in 2020, but this gun is very good if you use it like a surgeon. If you're Nico and you're just one-tapping homies, it's good. Otherwise, it's shit. You can't spray with it. It's really fucking bad. I would put it... I like the Krieg. I do. Like, and I do actually think it's sort of sometimes not bad. I think it should go like here. I think honestly, this is I think this is okay. I think maybe here, honestly, it could be better than the Fami. It could be. Because there's like the Fami. The problem with the Fami is not that the gun is bad. It's that the gun is great. The problem is that it just economically makes no sense to buy it. The Krieg, you think I have to drop the AUG? The AUG is good, dude. The AUG is really good. People keep in mind about how awful the fucking M4s are. AUG is also 3,300 though. Yeah, but keep in mind, man, that 3,300 carries you a long way on CT side. Like, keep in mind, because of the scope and because of the one-shot armor penetration, head armor penetration at close range, like, you get way more value out of that on CT, right? Because you can choose how to take your fights. Where did the name Krieg come from? It's because, Danny, it's what it was called in Source. So in Counter-Strike Source, the gun was called the Krieg. The Krieg 5, whatever, I forget. But the Krieg something, and that's why everyone has just started calling it that. Same with the Scout. The gun was called the Scout in Source, and so everyone started calling it the Scout, and we just kept calling it the Scout even through CSGO. Yeah, the AUG is a great gun. I think the AUG is staying low B tier. It's staying low B tier. It's a good gun. The Krieg, I think, is high C tier. I don't think it's B tier, man. I really think... I don't think this works as anything higher than this. It is better than this shit. Maybe the Fami edges it out. I think the Fami edges it out. But I think it's better than the dualies. The dualies are so fucking maybe the dualies are better, actually. No, this is the list. Fami, dualies, Krieg. That's it. Because the dualies are better at doing their situational thing than the Krieg is. And the Famas, I still think, has more of a place in the game than the Krieg does right now. I think this is the AWP a ripoff of that one sniper from Valorant? Chat, get him. Get him, chat. All right. The Keck 9. Time for the Keck 9, chat. So we already did the Keck 9. Like we already talked about it earlier, why it's good. It is basically the exact version of the 5.7 with the stats reversed. So 5.7 has low running accuracy, high spammability. Tech 9 has high running accuracy, low spammability. I'm starting to get tired. I can't hit my shots anymore. It's a good gun. I think it's not as good as the 5.7. I think it's very good. I think it's very, very good. I do not think it's as good as the 5.7, just because the 5.7 I think is slightly better at doing its job on CT than Tech 9 is on T side. It's definitely, I would say, it's A tier for sure. I honestly think it's probably sure. It's really good, dude. It's really good. And again, the value is crazy. Maybe this is the Tech. Yeah. Tech 9's better than Deagle. Change my mind. It's tough. For me, it's better than Deagle. I think the Deagle is better. I think the Deagle is better. I think that the 5.7 is better than the Deagle, but I don't think the Tech 9 is better than the Deagle. I think the Tech 9 is still very, very, very good. I do think it's better than the M4, but I don't think it's better than the Deagle. No way, Tech 9 is low A tier or high B tier. How would that look? has to be A tier, bro. It's just so good. Spamming is better than moving accuracy. There's no question. There's no question. It is. I know that we've all died to our fucking... I know we've all died to the fucking Tech 9 and guy jumping through the smoke and get one tapped by a Keck 9 and you're just like, fuck! And it feels so good, but honestly, running accuracy is not as good as spammability in this game. But it's better than the P250. I don't know, man. The P2 is more versatile. It's more versatile. The P2 is very good on pistol rounds. The Tech 9 is useless on pistol rounds, right? It's very good at... P2 is very good eco. And it's also very good pistol. It's right, like, it's good as an opera sidearm. It's a great $300 buy. Like, it's just, I don't know. Maybe I think the P2 is better. I think the P2 is better. The Tech 9, is it worse than the M4? I don't know. Like, this feels pretty good. I don't think, I agree that it's worse than the Deagle, the Scout, the P2. I don't think it's worse than the M4. The M4 is a pretty bad value proposition, if I'm being honest. It really is, right? Which is what balances the game, to be fair. Like, right? The game is inherently CT-sided, so you need to give the CTs, like, worse rifles because the game would just be broken otherwise. But the value proposition on this is very good. I think this feels good. Tech 9's a goblin weapon, and I'm all about it. Yeah, it's a shitter gun, for sure. I hate this gun. A1S better than Tech 9? Oh, buddy, say less. Say less, dude. I will do this every fucking day of the week. I will say that the A1S is better than the Tech 9, and the A4 is worse than the Tech 9. And I'm not trolling. I think the value, I will just say this, chat. The value on the A1S, I actually think is pretty good, actually. It is pretty good. Like, considering what you get for $2,900, it's pretty good. The value on the 3100 on the A4 just feels like, it just feels so shit. Let's put it this way. If this gun was 3100 and this gun was 2900, I'd still buy this gun. I would still pay 31 for the A1S. A4 31 is a damn travesty. It is. It's just, the gun does not feel good for that price point. The thrill he gets to put down the A4 is hilarious. Yeah, I know, dude. I love this shit. I'll keep it fucking A tier because I'm not actually a troll. I'm not actually going to say the A4 is not A tier. But I think that the Tech 9 is better value than the A4. Just like I wanted to do, just like when I did this, I said that the P2K is better than the Glock, but the Glock is better than the USP. I like this. All right, the UMP. All right, so chat, I'm going to be honest with you. The UMP, it's in a weird place right now. Why is the UMP in a weird place right now? So there was a time in Pro CS when the UMP was used fairly heavily, and the reason for that is because it had very, very good, the armor penetration was really good. It's the same reason that the A4 or the A1S was used when they buffed it about 2 years ago. Right now, it kind of sucks. There are people who swear by it. It's certainly a usable gun. The thing is that if you're on CT side and you buy an UMP over an MP9, you're trolling. And if on T side, just buy the Mac 10. Like, yeah, it's not as good at long range or mid range, but like, just, I don't know, man. Just buy the Mac 10, you know? Like, it's just not good. It's not good. I don't think the UMP is in a weird place. It's just... It's not as good as the on CT you're never gonna buy it. You're just trolling if you buy it on CT. And on T side, you will sometimes buy it on T side. You will sometimes buy it on T side. I think this feels good. No, it's C tier. It's not D tier. It's not D tier. I'm not going to do that. That's ridiculous. I think this is okay because, and the reason this goes here is because this gun does have a place. It does have a place on T side. It does. It's narrowly better than the Krieg in my opinion. It's narrowly better than the Krieg. In between SG and Nova. You think so? You think the Krieg is more viable? Okay. I mean, like, to me, it's between this and this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm willing to do this. Because to me, it's like, it's that close. You know what I mean? Like, I think are there certain circumstances where the Krieg is more viable? Probably, to be honest. Probably. Yeah. But I think it's better than the Nova. It's better than the CZ. It's better than the P90. It's better than either of these. Yeah, I think this feels pretty good to me. This feels pretty good to me. I like this. I mean, I'll be honest, my dude. I just saw your comment about the F tier. Unlucky. Honestly, I don't know if I change it now, if it's going to make a difference. I used to be able to add... Yeah, I can't add a row here. I used to be able to add a row. All I would do for F tier is put this in F tier. I would just put the M249 in F tier, and all of these would be here. It's the only thing that it would change. I genuinely think of all the guns in Counter-Strike, the M249 is the only one that has zero place in the game. Zero place. There is no conceivable circumstance where you would ever buy this gun. Ever. I will... CT or a T-side auto sniper. A T-side auto sniper has more place in Counter-Strike than the M249. Hey Doc, how much that knife you were pulled worth? Like 15K. M249, the Tachanka of CSGO. It is. It is the old Tachanka of CSGO. The price is insane. It's insane. And even if it cost like $1,000, I still wouldn't buy it. I mean, maybe if it was $1,000. Like, you know, there's a circumstance where the Negev, I guess, is like sort of sure. Like you could, you know, hold cat in a meme way. But nothing about this gun. Nothing about this gun makes sense. It's just nothing. The gun is a meme. Yeah. It is just a meme. I heard it was 1 of 1 and worth 100K minimum. Oh shit. All right. Yeah, I guess I'm really lucky then. You buy the M249 when you're up 15-1 and feel like trolling? Yeah, that's pretty much it. It does not have a place in the game at all. Like just at all. MP9. MP9 is... Oh, MP9 is the GOAT. MP9 is... Literally, there is nothing about this gun that is not absolutely incredible. It is the best at basically everything you can possibly imagine. It is god tier at close range. It is god tier at long range. It is very cheap. It has incredibly high rate of fire, which means it's very, very good at anti-eco. It's very good on a force buy. It's very good against full buys, against no buys, against force buys, against fucking literally almost anything you could possibly imagine. The MP9 is the best gun in Counter-Strike. It just is. It is the... Can you spray the body with it? Oh, yes. Yes. It takes a little bit, but yes. The thing is that the rate of fire is so high that you're going to get one headshot in there, and you're going to just rip them out. There are players like Boomich and Flusha who actually are surgeons with this gun. They will actually kill people. I remember a clip of Boomich killing a player on top of Twinkie. He was secret. He was secret with an MP9 against full buy. Guy had head armor. And he fucking deleted him from the top of Twinkie with a fucking MP9 from secret. Flusha will sometimes, used to on Fnatic, would sometimes not even buy a fucking rifle. He wouldn't even buy a rifle. He would just keep using the MP9 and just drop ops for JW. Because the MP9 was so fucking good that he literally was just like, yeah, I don't really want the M4. Like it's just better than the M4. Like I don't This gun is literally the best gun in CS. It just is. It's $1,250. And the only reason that Valve is able to keep it where it is at $1,250 is because if they nerfed it, it would just fuck the CT economy. It would just completely fuck the CT economy. The CT economy is so shaky as it is that without the MP9, it would be in shambles. It gives $600 on a kill reward. It only costs $1,250 to buy. It is the actual GOAT fucking gun of Counter-Strike. It is ludicrously broken. Ludicrously broken. You never buy a Famas, you're just trolling if you do. There are honestly circumstances where if you buy an M4 over the MP9, you're actually trolling because of how stupid this gun is. In close positions, it's basically better than the M4 in every way. The only situation which is not as good, as you can see here, is long range. But even then, it's a fucking laser beam. It eviscerates people. This gun is absolutely insane. The only reason that this gun should not be nerfed, like I said, is because of the CT economy. It would leave the CT economy in such fucking shambles that I just think that Valve would we need the MP9 as it is because the CTs just have nothing else. Yeah, this gun is the GOAT. It is absolutely the GOAT. You can buy it every single fucking round, and it's still going to be very, 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 very good. If you're not good with this gun, I would strongly encourage you to become good with it, because it will unlock so much for you on your CT sides. So many things you can do, and you can, especially if you're an offer and you have to save the next round, or you have to buy but your money's not great because you just bought an op. Buy a fucking MP9 and you're fucking golden, man. I'm telling you, this gun is an absolute fucking laser beam. It is literally the best gun in CS. I do not think it's better than the AK Twist. I do not. The AK, let's put it this way, chat. There is never a circumstance, ever, where I will say, where I have an AK and say, I really wish I didn't have an AK here. I really wish I had X instead. There are circumstances where you have an MP9 and you say to yourself, like on a fight like this, where you say to yourself, I wish I had an AK. Don't get me wrong. This gun is the GOAT. It is so ludicrously overpowered. It is insane. That said, it is not actually better than the AK, because at range, it is still very hard. And I'm like, not to toot my own horn, but like, I am very good with this gun. I love this gun. I use this gun religiously and have an extremely, like, my stats on Face It with this thing are fucking insane. Like, I go crazy with it. Even I have circumstances where I am like, you're trying to take a fight at range with it and you're not going to be able to do it. You're going to get, if you're up against even remotely good players, you're going to get mowed down by the AK. But it's not even half the price and has twice the kill reward there. I know, Samuel, I know. But the thing about the AK-47, is that it is the god gun of Counter-Strike. It just is. This gun, there is no circumstance on either side, T or CT, close or long, where you would ever say to yourself, I wish I had X gun instead. The AK is good in literally 100% of circumstances in Counter-Strike. The only time ever that you'd say to yourself, oh, fuck, I wish I didn't have an AK here, is if you have 11 HP and you're in a 1v1 and you're like, I wish I had an op. Because, like, my HP is so low that I can't, you know what I mean? Like, I can't do anything. I can't, like, other than that, which is, like, at that point, you know what I mean? Like, there's no gun that is going to satisfy literally every single situation. I think it's safe to say that the AK is good in 99% of circumstances in CSGO. Whereas I would say that the AK is good in 99%. I would say the MP9 is good in 85%. Like maybe 90%. 90% of circumstances the MP9 is god tier, but it's not 100%. It is not. And I would be lying. I would love to do this. I would love, but I would be trolling. I would be. It's the AK is the god gun of CS. It is. It's just it has to be number one. It's dirt cheap. It's extremely accurate, high body damage, one-shot headshot from anywhere on the map, right? A good mag size. Anyone can use it. It is the god gun of all FPS, as Dewey just said. Yeah, it is. It is when you think about it. It is just the gun. It has to be S tier. But I think that this is it. Yeah. I would say XM is probably here. XM is pretty bad. It's here because like it is. Here. Simple just bought one a couple of days ago in groups, right? It's the thing with the XM chat is that in order to balance it, they have to make it really, really inconsistent. This is the problem with the XM, is that unlike the, what's it called in Valorant? What the fuck is it called? The auto shot, the judge. Unlike the judge, it is just not consistent. It's not, it doesn't have that like perfect fucking, you're holding an angle and homies walk in, right? And you just mow them down, destroy them. It's just not, and I get why. It's, they don't want to make the gun so broken that people are actually just sitting above Squeaky on fucking Hut with an XM and they're just literally mowing people down, right? It's very expensive and it's very inconsistent. Honestly, maybe here. Maybe I'll put it above the P90, but because it does see a little bit more action, I think, but it's just it's a bad gun. And I don't mean that because I don't like it. I like the gun. It's just Valve intentionally made it inconsistent and very expensive because otherwise people would just be camping all over the fucking map with these stupid things, which is what they fucking do in Valorant, and it would be very, very frustrating and nobody would want to deal with it. Yeah. It's so tilting it has no right to be good. Yeah, I think that fun gun, but situational. I agree. And there are circumstances where it's good. A teammate of mine, shout out to Ratty, a teammate of mine would buy this fucking gun in league matches. He would buy this gun and sit on top of Nuke, exactly Warrior, on Hut, and he would just mow down people running in through Squeaky. He would get literally get three against full AKs. Yeah. And then I would drop him an AK in the post plant, like in the defuse, and he wouldn't pick it up. He'd be like, nah, fuck you, dude. I don't want an AK. I got my XM. Yeah. It's got to be down here because it's way too inconsistent. When it hits, it hits. But for the price that it is now, and how inconsistent it is, no, the gun is rightfully C tier. You have to play the XM like the Mag 7, then why not just use the Mag 7? That's exactly it. The XM is just a little bit better at multi-killing, and it's a little bit better at guaranteeing that you get your one, if that makes sense. Because if you miss a Mag 7 shot, you're probably dead. But if you miss an XM shot, you can get another one off, right? And you might get yours before you get traded. Now, can you move the P250 down below the A1S? Oh, I don't know. I really love the A1S. I don't know if I can make this trade. I think that the value proposition is pretty insane for the P2, dude. No, I gotta draw the line somewhere. I gotta draw the line somewhere. The P2 is very, very, very good. It's very good. Even though I don't like it, it's extremely good. This gun is $300. $300. The value proposition is insane. Yeah, I think this is a good place. You could put it here. You could, I think, do this. But P2 is not better than 5.7. I will die on that hill. For the extra $200, I will pay it every time. I will pay it every time. Because you can literally get triple kills with the fucking 5.7. You can get actual triple kills against full buys with a 5.7. It's just so broken. It's a shotgun. It's literally a shotgun at close range. You just spam squeaky, or you spam first orange, right? And you from first orange, and you literally just kill 3 dudes running past. It's so crazy through head armor. Like, yeah. The P2 is just very good value, and it's versatile. But I don't think that it's as broken as the 5.7. The 5.7 is broken as fuck, bro. Well, chat, I feel good about this list. Just as a statement, put the P250 between the M4s. No, I won't do that. I think the P2 is better than both M4s. But I like this. I like this a lot, and I like this a lot. Yeah. The only thing I'll consider is to put these back up here. How does that look, chat? It just feels so weird with the starter pistols, right? Because they're free. Like, it's so weird to put them in C tier. You know what I mean? Like, they're... Yeah. You're not sure about the SMG and S tier? Then you clearly have not used this SMG. I feel like maybe this is better. Yeah, it's literally even. Like, it's literally making these pistols out to be like smack dab in the center. Why the Glock Nerf gun above the USP? The Glock's just better in more circumstances. The USP, you can right click your silencer by accident. You run out of bullets very quickly. It's not spammable. It's not as good at close range. Yeah, I just think the Glock is just narrowly better, I think. Well, chat, this is my tier list, and I feel good about it. Thank you for sitting here with me for the full 3 hours. I actually ended a 5. I can't believe it. Holy shit. First time in the history of Dimitri streams, I actually ended a tier list when I said I was going to end a tier list. Crazy. Crazy, bro. Crazy. This was fun. I can't believe it took me so long to do this one. This one was great. I really wanted to do this one. And I'm actually glad that it got pushed until basically the end of CSGO too. Like when I was going to do this tier list, right, it was like months before CS2 was even announced. Like we had no idea that CS2 was even going to be a thing. So now it feels nice that I got to do it as like sort of a send-off to Global Offensive. Yeah, been a while, Dewey. Thanks for hopping in. Thank you, Carlos. Floofy's Infinite, Samuel, Glenn, Casey. Thank you, everybody. Watson, thank you, everybody, for... Why do I think the AK is better than the AWP? It's actually not a hot take, Sparta. It's a pretty standard take that I think you'd find anyone agree with. The AWP is sort of like the colloquial strongest gun in the game, because it is. Like, it wins every gunfight. But the AK is a lot more versatile, right? If you are in a 1v3 with the AWP and the bomb is down, that's not the gun you want, right? The AK is the gun that you want in the most number of circumstances, right? Entry fragging, anchoring, clutching, 1v1ing, like unless you're Munacy, you basically always want the AK. And again, I don't think that's a controversial take at all. Like you'll find the vast majority of players will tell you that the AK is the most well-rounded best gun. Yeah. No, I already agree with that. I just wanted your opinion. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Like I said, it's a pretty standard opinion, I feel. It's a pretty standard opinion. And I would really love to put the MP9 here. I would love to. Like that's personally my heart, but I can't. I would be trolling. I can't. There are actually circumstances where the MP9 is not the god gun, and there is no circumstance in which the AK is not the god gun. Glock higher than USP, bold? Yeah, well, that's fucking true. Anyway, chat, for real, that is it. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Here is our tier list. Here it is. The one that we together assembled. Behold. Behold. It looks good. Great tier list. Had a lot of fun. Thank you, Infinite. Thank you for tuning in, chat. I really appreciate it. I will be back on Thursday, hopefully. Or I should say this. I'll be back later this week with an episode of Unmuted. It will be Counter-Strike related. We're just trying to sort out the actual date and actual time. So, oh, you just joined Mythics? I'm sorry, bro. Back later this week. Did I get the beta? No, I didn't do it. I didn't get the beta. Yeah, I'll see you guys later this week. Thank you for hopping in. I really had a lot of fun today, and more tier lists in the near future. Yeah, do some more. It's been a while. It's been like 6 months, I think, since I did. Yeah, it's been a while, man. Gavin got it out for you. Unfortunately, I don't think Gavin fucking knows I exist. I think that's the bigger problem. But yeah, it would be great. It would be cool if next stream Skarner gameplay and ranked. Bro, I'd love to play some League ranked. You guys want League ranked, chat? You want to play some League of Legends? Oh. Tier list for dedicated game modes in CS. That's not a bad one. We still have yet to do AK skins. I wanted to do one for majors. I thought that would be a good one. The best like majors in CS:GO history. That would be a good tier list, especially now that we're like they're all done, right? I don't think he knows who Simple is. I don't think Gavin knows who fucking anyone is, dude. I don't think he even knows who fucking Simple is. It's my Windows, nice. All right, chat. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I'll see you later this week. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your pugs. And yeah, bye-bye, guys. Have a good one.